burner, baby. Always burn down the road. Yeah, I'm a wheel burner, baby. Always burning down the road. I'm a wheel burner, baby. This life never gets old. Come on, wheel burners, yeah, burn with me. Come on, wheel burners, yeah, burn with me. Oh, take a ride now on Wheelburner Express. Yeah, Wheelburner Express, baby.
Oh, all done work. What are you poor bastards doing? You guys are still working? Oh, not me. I'm all done for the day. All done for the day. I got 2 more days, tomorrow and Friday. We got shut down doing ingots. I-81 was closed, or the highway wasn't closed, but our company deemed that it wasn't safe to be running between here and Oswego because the weather was so bad. So we got shut down today, and luckily for me, I was able to pick up some local work, just running back and forth from where I am up to Ottawa, back down here, made two round trips up to Ottawa. It was like, I don't know, 340, 350 miles, but it was still worth it for me to start my truck and do it. I might have burnt, I don't know, $100 worth of fuel, if that. So it kept me busy, and it beats sitting around in your 8x8 all day, right? Good game, Larry. I did get to catch Sterling's. I did get to catch Sterling's live this morning, so that was good. I was quite happy about that. It's always good to hang out with Sterling for a while. Oh damn! Too much sun for the camera. Hey man, I'm doing this in the truck here. I don't bring a laptop for this. I'm doing this off an iPad and a phone. And sorry, we're not doing any high tech, and I can't do it jack shit about the sunlight. So no more that I can do anything about talking to you with no teeth and sounding like Sylvester the cat. So take it or leave it. There's the door. You ever get? I actually put this cigar out because it's one of the normal ones I smoke, like just one of the cheaper ones. But for some reason, it had a real kick-ass flavor to it. So I kind of let it go out because I wanted to enjoy it again. So, yeah, I'm just don't mind if I make some ums and uhs and grunts and groans, and really enjoying this. See, it's just natural. Just comes out. But let's kick off some comments here. Let's see what kind of shit you guys are in this week. We got Mr. B's talking from North Carolina. It's always good to see him. One of our most devoted fans. Fans, like I'm a fucking rock star or something, but one of our most devoted channel watchers, members, whatever. Life would definitely be different without him. So, Mr. Chicken Hawk, who goes to bed at 3:40 in the afternoon. Well, bro, I do, because I get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to do these ingots, right? So I start at 1, and I'm usually back to the yard. I get 2 round turns in. As you guys know, I do 2 rounders, and I'm usually back here by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it's, you have some dinner, you relax, you shoot the shit with a couple other drivers, whoever else is in the yard. And then you go to bed. Usually I'm in bed by like between 5:30 and 6. And I'll be honest with you, I'm falling into bed. So it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But I don't do it for nothing. Obviously, it's got to be worth it, financially, financial wise to do so. We do it. Chicken Hawk, I am fixing to go take a nap. Well, Mr. Bees, don't let me stop you. I appreciate you. Before you leave, though, Mr. Bees, make sure you hit the like button on the way in, way out. All of you do me that favor right now. Jump over there and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate that. Chicken, you know what, Mr. Beast? Chicken Hawk's getting of that age as well that he'd probably use a good nap. Actually, who are we kidding? We know that when Mrs. Chicken Hawk is driving the truck, we know that he's in the back. He's either beating it like it owes him money or he's fucking sound asleep. So Sterling Wheel, there's the man himself. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for popping. When you sent me that text message yesterday, bro, I was in bed. So if you're wondering why I didn't reply to your ice storm picture and all that sorry, man. I was out like a light. So now you guys know. If anybody wants to send me a text, if you're in the class and have my phone number and whatnot, and you're texting me, if you send me a text after 6 p.m., I ain't seeing it till the next morning, and I won't reply. Like if I get up at 1 o'clock and it's 2:30 in the morning, I won't reply until at least I have an idea that you're awake. I'm not sending you a text message at 2 in the morning, and it's beside your bed or whatever, or beside your head, and all of a sudden it's going off. So we're not doing that. Sorry. Sterling, did you ever make it out of the yard? Well, let's find out. Ain't nobody told this trucker under promise, over deliver, dude. I am the master. You are looking at the master. I am one of those fucking guys that I can stand still and look busy doing nothing. Figure that out. I can stand still, but look busy and do nothing. I've got that down to a science. Sterling's chained up. Rest area raccoon. Quit screwing around. I got the lotion. Well, I just see my hands are nice and you know what I'm talking about. Just not nude. Hey, guard dog, come on. Not nude? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Plays on the freeway. Hey. Good to see you, brother. My bearded brother from another mother. How the fuck are you, man? Good to see you. Chaos is in the house. We've all heard that. Karen's in the house. Hey, Karen. Good to see you. Hopefully you and Al are doing good. Hopefully things are well down for you in the big old town of Brampton. There's my boy. There's Robert from overseas. Couldn't have a live without him at least popping in and calling me a cunt at least once. It's not a live. It's not Wheelburner live until Robert's insulted Canada, ran us into the dirt, and then insulted me and dragged my dick into the dirt. So then it's a good live. I consider it a live. Like I can hit the end button once Robert takes care of that. So Lady Boomer, good to see you, Lady Boomer. Thank you for popping in. Hopefully you're feeling better. All's good with you. Make sure you like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Smart man, listen to him. I don't have to say jack. Listen to him. Krubel, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for popping in. Make sure you hit the like, though, eh? Organized. Oh, damn, too much sun for the camera. Yeah, the sun is right, like it's right there, right? It's right, almost right. My driver's mirror is just kind of blocking it. So we're just losing it. It's 4 o'clock where I am right now. So the sun should probably be gone in about, I don't know, I'll say about 45 minutes. It'll be black here. So what the hell? Buck Brown. Ooh, why isn't that working? We're lagging. How we doing, Buck? Good to see you. Saw you live the other day. Glad you're well. Jeff Rowe the trucker. I'm always working. So am I. Jeff Rowe, I'm one of those that even when I'm not working, I'm working. You know what I mean? When even when on the weekend, when my truck is parked and I'm in the house, yes, I'm at home with my family, but somehow or another, the wheels in here never stop. They never stop. And I can't help it. I'm fucking terrible. Karen saying, hi, Mr. Bees. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Works BS for the rest of my life. That work BS. Fixing to go take a nap. Atta boy. You should be smoking Giggle Leaf. Dude, I'm not allowed to smoke Giggle Leaf. I'm not allowed to smoke giggle leaf. Let me tell you, if I smoked giggle leaf, that would lead to giggle needles and giggle powder and giggle alcohol and then giggle prison and giggle jail and giggle divorce, and it all leads up to the giggle something or another. It's never good. Mr. Bees is out of giggle leaf until tomorrow. Well, if you were in Canada, dude, you can get it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The fact that you can, here come the insults. Here we go. All right, John, go ahead. The fact that you can work both a cell phone and iPad at the same time is amazing. I'm on that line. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that line. Sorry, that was Sterling. That was a $4.20 comment there. I appreciate that, Sterling. I appreciate that. Sorry, I didn't mean to bomb over you on that, dude. I'll take $4.20 American. That's like what? $18.90 Canadian. I'll take it. TJ, good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Good to talk to you. Good to hear from you. A lot of respect for TJ. Love him. Flatbed trucker, what's up? Well, I'm done for the day. Having a cigar. I finished my dinner. Think we'll crack one of these. You thought I was reaching for a beer, didn't you, huh? Think we'll crack one of these. And I've got an applesauce muffin that my daughter made. She made this at home, obviously. And you hear that? I don't know. Do I take a chance? I got no teeth. It's not like I can crack a tooth, right? I'll take a swing at it later. I'll just take a swing at it later. Mr. Misunderstood, good to see you. I love it when you guys all, because I see a lot of you guys in everybody else's lives, right? So we all talk during the week, and then I go live and you hang out here. It's good to see you. Who's next at 422? TJ, appreciate the dough, brother. Thank you. Type trucking, you got it. See, even TJ's egging you on. We need the 422. Oh, there's okay. Snore Rider kicked in. That curtain tied back could block the sun. I don't know. You know what? It's a pain in the ass to put them out, and it's a pain in the ass to put them back. When I go to bed, I only use the middle curtain. I don't use these ones here. I don't think I've ever had these curtains that go around. I don't think I've ever had them all the way out and around. It's just a pain in the ass to put them away. And on the Cascadias, the little clips that go up into the track that slide, they're crappy. Like I've busted two off of these ones here, off these curtains here. I've busted two of these and I've had to replace them, and they're just a pain in the ass. So when do you finally get your, it took 2 days, your teeth, when you get 2 days with, it took 2 days with me. Rudy, I'm going to be honest with you. I was fully prepared and we had the money to do it. And then the eyeballs went, and then we were off work for almost 4 months, like 3.5 months. We were off work and we were scrambling. And I'll be honest with you again, it's taking some time to get back on my feet. We're doing okay. We're making money, but we're slowly catching up. You know, we got to get the bank account into a better condition. We got to get ourselves in a better financial position. And it's a bad time in the market, so everything's a little slow right now. So I'm not about to go out and spend the money because I have benefits that will cover a portion of it, but not all of it. And I'm still somewhere probably going to be north of about $6,000 or $7,000. And I hate to say it, but it's not a priority yet. It's not a priority right now. So, but hey, when it happens, you guys will obviously be the first ones to know, right? Snore Rider, Smoke Cross Thread Lettuce. You got it. 422. Thank you, my friend. You got her. TJ agrees. Karen, I'm always good. Other than this sinus cold, life is okay. Could be better. Hope you're doing good. You know what? I'm just out here like everybody else, experimenting with the high cost of low living. And you guys can write that down. You can use that one. I'll give you that one for free. That's literally what we're doing right now in today's day and age. We're out here experimenting with the high cost of low living. Some of us are making it. Some of us aren't. You never know. Recycled Hooligan. Guys, whether you knew it or not, and I didn't even fucking know it. I I've seen Recycled Hooligan on everybody's channel, and I never knew he had a channel till, I don't know, what, 3 days ago or 4 days ago. The guy's got a fucking channel, and he's got a pretty good channel. If you like good music, which I do. If you like motorcycles, I do. If you like just sitting around shooting the shit full of BS, hey, sign me the fuck up for that too. Go check out his channel. Throw him a sub. You know, he's still working on it. I think he's still finding his niche. But guys, go check him out. You won't be disappointed. He put out he put out a short today, and the song on that short is one of my favorite songs. Why do I get old? And damn, it was like, oh God, I had to watch that short like 8 times. It only plays about 30 seconds of the song, but I just heard and then I went over into my Spotify and I played it, I don't know, a dozen times there, but good song. Good short today there, Hooligan. Good job. Healing up using a walker, mobility scooter for a couple of months like a true boomer. Atta girl. It don't matter how you get there, lady. It don't matter how you get there. Just fucking get there, right? Doesn't matter how you get there. Just get there. Cheap Freight Hauler. What up, Chicken Hawk? Cheap Freight Hauler again. Good afternoon, everyone. Anyone next at 423? Hey, you want to keep this all up afternoon? I'll stay out here till 11 o'clock. You want to go like that, man? Come on. You know what I need? I need a ghost like Sterling has. I need an Adam Bennett. Adam Bennett, the mysterious Adam Bennett. Every channel needs an Adam Bennett. I don't have one yet. But damn it, when I get one, fuck, he or she's going to be treated like a god. Sorry, I'm not ready to put this thing out yet. It's just so goddamn good. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves, play with yourselves, do whatever you got to do. Just give me a second here. My inside, the inside of my eyelids are calling me. Y'all be safe. Have a great day and be safe. Mr. Bees, I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you for checking in. And again, I know I've said it before, but thanks for all the time that I was off and sitting at home and I couldn't see where the shit. Your emails and your messages meant something. I really do appreciate that. Suck on that muffin. Dude, I don't know if I can suck. I think if I threw it, I might have to put this fucking thing in the microwave. This might have to be one of those microwave jobbies. I'm not worried. I'm not sinking my gums into that fucking thing. Cheap Freight Hauler, hello. Same old stuff. Nothing exciting lately, but I'm ready for some new excitement. Yar? Well, dude, give us something exciting. TJ, Lady Boomer, how are you? It's been a minute. I won't say anything, TJ. If Boomer wants to tell you how she's doing and what's going on, that's entirely up to her. But we're glad to see her back, and we're glad to see her mobile. There you go. I don't have to say shit. Driver's Lounge couldn't have been worse timing. What, you coming in here or me going live or the weather? Elaborate. Couldn't have been worse timing. TJ, oh man, Lady Boomer, sorry to hear. Godspeed on healing. Absolutely. I'm tapping in late. What are you smoking on? This is a Rocky Patel 8-year. It's not an expensive stick. It's about an $8-9 fucking, well, if you get it at off the reserve, it's an $8 or $9 cigar. It's Nicaraguan. They're really good. It's an aged 8-year. He's got a really nice series. Rocky Patel. He's got an 8, a 12, and a 24. The 24s are expensive as hell, so those are in my humidor at home, and same with the 12s. But I do bring the 8s with me, and they're not bad. If you haven't tried Rocky Patel, definitely try them. Great smokes. He's got a big lineup. He's got not just those 3. He's got a great blend. My other go-to is Alec Bradley. Alec Bradley is another cigar, another Nicaraguan. fantastic smoke. Big library of big inventory of cigars. You won't be disappointed if you're a cigar smoker. Everybody gets too excited about the Monte Cristos and the Cohibas and the Romeo and Julietas and the Cubans. You know, the Cubans. In Canada, we got Cubans. We got Cuban cigars left. You can stand on the roof of this truck. I can throw a rock and hit a Cuban cigar. But you know what? The Nicaraguans and the Hondurans and even the Dominicans are easily on par. If not, some of them are even better than the Cubans. So thanks. I'll be good as new in a few months. That a girl. You just keep killing it, baby. Salute, Tolga. Good to see you, brother. There's another one. Like, I don't know what time it is, but I saw Sterling this morning and Tolga was there. Then I watched part of who did I watch? Part of Snorlord. Sorry, I watched part of Snorlord and fucking Tolga's 6 hours ahead of us. Right? He's over in Hungary, are you not? Yes, yeah, so I think you're in Hungary. So he's 6 hours ahead of us, and yet he's still on all of our lives. Now that is dedication. That is dedication. Red Lady just got sent home because someone admitted to being sick. Sent all her employees home. Well, hey, I admit to be sick. I'm sick. I'm as sick as they come, dude. But you don't have to go home. Rudy, okay, I understand. It's getting more crazy every day. It's all getting out of control, dude. It is not out of control yet. But if you're talking about the trucking market and the industry as a whole, let me tell you, I've been an owner operator for 23 years now. So I've ran my business through the recession of 2008, 2015, 2018, and now I can honestly say with no hands down, this is the worst one. This is the worst I've seen it, having to operate a business through right now. Good one, Brian. Low living is the thing these days. Hope you and Dar are doing okay. You know what, Barry? We're scraping the bottom of the barrel, buddy, but we're just getting by, man. That's okay. Appreciate it, man. That really means, hey, Hooligan, anytime, man. Anytime. You got a really cool channel. I love what you're doing, man. I love what you're doing. I'll be there for you. How about hot chicks, alcohol, and cocaine? You asshole. That's how I ended up in this fucking condition. Look at me. Jesus Christ. What are you, nuts? You nuts? Dude. First thing my mother said 21 years ago, first thing my mother said when she met Dar. Now, I've been clean and sober, right? 31 years. The first thing my mother said after she met Dar and said her hello and everything, the first thing she said to her says, if you ever see that man pick up a drink or do a drug, leave. Take the children, leave. Don't try to fix him. Don't try to sort it out. Don't try to make him okay. Take your shit and leave. So that there, the hot chicks, alcohol, and cocaine, that's hard living. Thank God. All I can say is thank God I found the exit to that life before it killed me. Saw a video from Canada, minus 41. How is it there? Right now, Celsius-wise, it's minus 16. So what's that, like 8 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that? It's a wee bit chilly. Buck Brown, Bama bro. What the hell's going on? Snorlord OG, how the hell are you, Steve? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I was in your live this morning. Unfortunately, I couldn't stick around. I enjoy your lives, but it seems that every time you go live, it seems to be as I'm rolling in or rolling out of a certain place of business that I'm doing. And I just don't get to catch the whole live. So I do catch most of your replays, but I had a little more time this morning. I was in there a little more, but Hooligan saying hi to Buck. Sterling's going 423. I am Adam. God bless you, boy. God bless you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Adam. I'm Sterling. Adam, yeah, appreciate that. $4.23. I'm up to what? $20? 21 bucks? You're killing it, man. Dunk it in some coffee. You know what? If I didn't have to go to bed in about in a couple of hours, Boomer, I probably would. I'd probably have a cup of coffee here. I stole my daughter's Yeti mug. Oh, she was fucking mad. It's the only size, right? It's the only size that'll fit under the, because I got a Keurig, right? So, and it's a single cup Keurig, and the regular size, mugs, coffee cups don't fit underneath it. So I had to go through the coffee cupboard at home of all the shit, and that's Brianna's Yeti. Now, myself personally, I don't give a shit what it is. Yeti, Betty, Freddy, I don't care. Apparently, they're fantastic and they're very expensive. I don't know, don't care. It holds my coffee, right? That's what I want it for. It's a shit show around here. Highway, city streets, I-84 still shut down since yesterday from Hood River to Portland due to ice storm. Yeah, dude. I saw what you were looking at this morning. I saw what Sterling was looking at this morning. He was up in Portland. It's like, that's crazy. That is crazy. I knew what you meant, TJ. Here it's wind, blowing snow, and freezing rain right now. Believe it or not, it's kind of eerie right now because this is the calm before the storm. I've got blue sky, sunshine. It's minus 16, minus 17, but the temperature is slowly climbing, and we're supposed to get hammered with it in about 4 hours. So, like, we're going to get it. You get what you get, right? I got to go to work. You got to drive in it. TJ, I'm still stuck. Yeah, he's still stuck in Portland. Oh, shite. Sterling, I've seen the tour live feed. That sucks. I didn't even try to pronounce that. I'm with you on the overrated Cubans. Yeah, if you're a cigar smoker, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Don't smoke Chinese cigars. They will make your bat soup crazy. Well, I'm already bat soup. I'm almost at the crazy, but I don't even think the Chinese have cigars. It's 3:13 Central Time in Alabama, America. Well, Hooligan, I think you're pretty safe when you say Alabama. We kind of know it's in America, but if you're that proud, brother, throw it in there. What the hell? What the hell? Sterling, I'm already there. Wheelburner Express, because I love you folks, conversation and learning, too many new things every single time, my good sir. Hey, you know what, man? We appreciate it. I love having you here. You've always got something good to say. Love having you. Tolga is everywhere. He never sleeps. That's what I was saying, right? The guy never bloody sleeps. Oh, that's yeah, there you go, guys. Tolga put Recycled Hooligans channel in there. Hooligans, sorry, man. You know what? I should have said that and told you to put. You can drop anybody's welcome. Any of you guys that got channels, please feel free to drop your channel in the chat here. I got no problem with it whatsoever. I've had some bigger channels help me out, and so if I've got a chance and I can, you want to throw your channel up, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Tolga saying hi to Boomer. Saying, TJ da legend. Well, let's not get fucking maybe a legend in his own mind. Hooligan, you're very welcome. Just sub. There you go, man. Guard dog, man, I feel bad down here freezing at 57 in Florida. That's for you, Johnny. There's another one. Now the first one was free. This one's gonna cost you $420. Get on it. Sterling, if you start drinking, Brian, after the divorce, you can live with me. We can play lambs and take turns putting the lotion on the basket. No, it's not going to happen. Sterling, if I start drinking, that'll be the least of the problems because the drink will just lead to something else. And you got firearms at your house, so that's not a good place for me to be. Chicken Hawk is partially correct. Driver's Lounge, I'm with you on the bedtime. I'm shut down 401 at the 250. At the 250. What, you're out in... where are you? You're out at the 250, so you're out in fuck, I'm drawing a blank. I know where you are. Are you at the Steak Master? I think you're at the Steak Master. The Truck Stop Steak Master. That's not the name of the truck stop, but it's got a Steak Master restaurant and it's really good. Tolga, oh, I know you. At Tolga. Oh, I know you, Tolga. Wear the same tux. take the martinis, shaken not stirred, and you are everywhere. Yeah, he's like James, he's like Bond. I'm 71 south between Columbus and Cincinnati, and it's blistering 30 degrees. Woo! Buck, you better get the windows rolled down, turn the Beach Boys on. I'm at home in Florida at 65, and the pool is heated to 84, and I'm taking a swim. Yes, Nick. I think I'm gonna go take a turn. And eat that muffin. Hooligan, hold on a second here. I just noticed something. Well, it shows that you're not a moderator, but somebody must have moderated you. I didn't. I think Dar might have moderated you. Driver's Lounge. I don't know. On my screen, it shows that you guys are moderated, but you're not coming up blue. Not sure. Chicken Hawk can definitely live that way in my mind. Yeah, there you go. Dar's in the house, and she's not. Hello and goodbye. She's working. I'm such a slave driver, eh? Put her to work. That's it, baby. Go get a 9 to 5. I've had enough of you sitting around at home. Hardly. The woman works 2 jobs. She runs her own business and works for somebody else. I literally have no reason to bitch and complain about my job when she's working too. There you go. There's Sterling Wheels channel. Everybody kicked that up. Everybody loves Sterling. Sigma from the UK. Well, we won't hold that against you. Why don't you tell us where in the UK you're from, so you and Robert can shoot the shit. He's a northern bastard, according to Nomadic Brit. He's a northern bastard, and he's a real dickhead. I'm just kidding. He's a northern bastard. Everyone's saying hi. Don't subscribe or like my channel. Yeah, don't subscribe or like Sterling's channel. Recycled Hooligans. There you go. It's up there again. Lady Boomer. Hi and bye, Dar. Driver's Lounge. Yes. I'm here. Time to start over. Not a chance, brother. Not a chance. You might be here, but you're not all there, Donnie. Donnie's one of the guys. Invader is one of those guys that, lucky for me, he runs overnight. So even when I'm working at 1 o'clock in the morning, I can call him. Right? That's when I get to talk to Invader. I talk to Invader usually what, Donnie? But by the time I get out of the rail yard, it's about 3 o'clock, and we start talking usually about 3 in the morning. So it's kind of good. But then he gets where he's got to go. He's got to do his business, and then and then it's normal time, right? So yeah, it works out. It's minus 25 here. I'm freezing my balls off. Well, lucky Steve, you got 2 of them. Yeah, minus 25 is cold. My opinion is, dude, once it gets past minus 20, the number doesn't matter anymore. It's just cold, right? It's just cold. Minus 20, minus 25, minus 30. Who cares? It's just cold. Just make sure that once you get below minus 20, you're treating your fuel, right? Like in Canada, we were talking about this on Snorlord this morning, and Steve brought it up, and I'm glad he did, because in Canada, we get our fuel treated from the refinery. So it comes out and it's good for minus 25. Now, I don't trust it at minus 25, right? I will still add fuel treatment at about minus 20. Like where I'm at right now at minus 16, I'm just kind of getting close to it. But at minus 20, I'm putting fuel treatment in. And any of you guys obviously know, if you're picking up Southern U.S. fuel, sorry, man, you're gelling, so you better be adding. So, buddy, I gotta say, Steve, if you're minus 25, even if you've got Canadian fuel in your truck, treat it, man. Treat it. There you go, hooligan. Good on you. Sigma is from Manchester. Manchester. You know what? I'm ashamed to say that I don't know jack shit about England. I know that my father was born in England, and I don't care. And my grandmother, his mother, was born in England, and I don't care. But I don't know. I know only from people like Sigma and from I'm talking to Mark, or sorry, Nomadic Brit, and from Robert. I get most of my information about England from Robert, but the problem with that is every time I bring that up, he reminds me that I'm just a Canadian and I'm a subservient to the English empire. So I can't get away with anything, right? So, Buck Brown, RH is showing wrenched on mine. Okay, no, it's good because on StreamYard it doesn't show whether you're wrenched or not, right? It doesn't show, but on here, right, they show up blue, so I know. So Hooligan is showing up without. He's showing up gray. He's not. Same with Sigma. Sigma's doesn't have a wrench. Let's see. Okay, Sigma there. We'll give you a wrench. There you go, my friend. Now, Sigma, I don't know how new or old or whatever you are. I just gave you a wrench, which means that now you can touch any other channel that has a blue, that's in blue, and you can go to their channel and see their channel. It's just a shortcut. I'm a northern monkey, but it's better than a southern fairy. Oh, I'm glad Nomadic Brit's not in here. Recycled hooligan, just like ZZ Top. We're bad. We're nationwide. You're talking about being from Bama, boy? You're from Bama, boy? My boy. Got that Bama accent, boy? And you don't. You don't have that Bama accent because I sat there watching your video the other day and there's no Bama accent on there. Kind of BS are you trying to push on us here? Everybody unsubscribe from Hooligan. He's full of crap. Yes, sir. Get home about 5 o'clock your time. Yeah. Once you get minus before the number, you're right. Guard dog, you're right. Being Canadian, though, I'm a little more immune to it. Like today I was working, even though it was minus 16, I was working in like this t-shirt. I had a long sleeve t-shirt and a hoodie on. And I was good to get in and out to do my trailer switches because that's all I did. I wasn't working today. I wasn't doing the ingots. All I was doing was taking an empty trailer up to Ottawa, dropping the empty trailer, bringing a loaded trailer back. And I did 2 rounds on that. And that's what I did. So I was good with just that. If I had to get out and work, then I would have obviously put my coat on, but trust no one, especially fuel from the south. Well, Snorlord, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust fuel, especially going into my truck from anywhere. Like I said, if I pick up Canadian fuel, I will trust it up to a point. But even though it's rated for minus 25, no, I will still add the diesel treatment. I don't want to run into the problem that Invader ran into over the weekend. He gelled up his truck. Welcome back, saying hi to Snorlord. Just remind him who had to come and save who during World War II. Well, yeah, the Americans, but he's making fun of me as a Canadian. The Canadians did have to save. They were in on the saving, but I think the Americans did most of it. They did the heavy lifting, right? I run non-ethanol, pure alcohol in my bike. No crow gas. Right on. Kerosene versus number 1 in your opinion. Invader, I've never put kerosene in. Never done it. I've always stuck with diesel. Always stuck with just plain diesel. Never put kerosene. Corn gas. I know what you meant. Corn gas. There you go. There's Sigma. There's your other northern bastard. There you go. Okay. You guys can hook up and talk nice and talk your English shit to each other and say all the weird stuff that you guys do. Yep. I'm a man. UK has seriously gone to the dogs and UK has no power no more. Well, you might have to argue with Robert about that. 4 degrees centigrade here. 4 degrees, dude. That's that's jeans and t-shirt weather. What are you complaining about? Hey, I just realized your beard is growing back. Yeah, it's getting there. It's at the awkward stage right now, eh? Snorlord, it's not long enough to have any weight to it to pull it down, so it's bushy, and I don't like this. It'll take probably another couple of months before it gets down. Doesn't matter. I'm never going to catch up to you. Jesus. I could not cut it for 70 years and still not catch what you got. Nothing like being 100-mile backup, like being in a 100-mile backup. But a long time since dude, if I find out it's a 100-mile backup, I'm pulling off and going to bed. Close the curtains, forget it. I'm not even hanging out. My accent, who knows? It gets worse if I'm talking to another Southern. I've noticed that the English, the Irish, the Scottish, and the Southern Americans are all the same. If you're talking to, if an Englishman is talking to me or a Southerner is talking to me, they might have a slight lilt accent, whatever their region is, their accent. But you take two Englishmen or two Irishmen or two Scotsmen and put them together, I don't have a clue what the hell they're talking about. They could be standing right in front of me, calling me all the worst names in the world. I'd never know. Same with a Southern. You got two guys from Bama or some guy from Bama talking to somebody from Mississippi. Don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. The ice just slid off the top of my sleeper and broke both my wipers off. I'm never leaving. That's not funny. That's not funny, but sorry, Sterling. Do you want your $4.20 back? I'll give you back your $4.20. Do you need it? I'll send it to you in a minute if you really need it. If you're in that bad of shape. That sucks. I'm actually I am. I'm sorry to hear that. Busted both your wipers because today I just put new wiper blades on my truck. So I haven't found a fuel station that sells #1 fuel here in Missouri. Found some that sell kerosene though. I don't know. I'd be checking. I've seen a couple people here saying kerosene burns hotter, but I don't know if I'd want to be running that through my truck. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking a gamble on that. The Yanks always jump in halfway through the fight and then take all the glory. See what you started? See what you started? There you go. Sigma's obviously agreeing. There's glory in a fight. Well, it all depends on what you're fighting for. Religionless faith. Sorry, man. I almost screwed that one up. It depends on what you're fighting for, sir. Let's give you a wrench. Depends on what you're fighting for. There's glory in it in just about anything if you're doing it for the right reasons. If you're doing it for the right reasons, there's glory in just about anything. I hate to talk like that, but it's true. Oh, hold on. That one's out. So when this cigar is done, so am I. What time is it? 4:30. One second. I'm just going to crank up. I've got obviously the engine isn't running, but it is -16. I've got the bunk heater going. And unless I blast the thing full blast, at night, I can go with the curtains closed and keep it on low and it'll still keep me warm. Like it was -20 last night and I was still okay back there. I was a little chilly, but with the curtains and the whole truck open like this, I got to crank this up. Give me a sec. You guys can't hear that, eh? Like you're not hearing that humming or anything. It's all right. This poor bastard beside me. His truck's been parked for 3 days. And we've been like in these minus temperatures for like 3 days. He's out there kicking the ice and he's got the whole winter gear wear on and he's out there under there with a hammer knocking the ice off it. Because we got rain first, believe it or not. No, sorry, we got snow. We got like 10, 11 inches of snow, and then it rained. And then temperature dropped, came back up, and then it snowed again. So even I had to deal with it on my trailer. We had to go and take it over we got a special area over here. We can actually get up to the top of the trailers and knock the ice off these things. And it's always difficult with a roll tight because you don't want to damage the kit, right? So, and he's out right now. He's poor bastard. I feel for him. If I was a really nice guy, I've been parking beside him all week. If I was a nice guy, I'd have gone out and done it for him. But that's not happening. Man, come to the South and say Englishmen and Southernmen are the same. You will start a fight. You'll start a fight. I could probably do that in Canada. I don't have to go to the South and do that. All the glory belongs to God. You know what? Profane truth. If that is your choice, that's your way, or that's what you believe, good on you, man. Give all the glory to God. I got nothing, really. All the glory goes to God. I'm not a religious man. I'm a spiritual man. There's a difference between religion. This old guy once told me, said the difference between religion and spirituality is religious people are afraid to go to hell. Spiritual people have already been there. So I'm not a religious man. I'm a spiritual man. We all have our own path, right? My spiritual path has led me to where I am. It's led me through my recovery, and it's led me to be the person I am today. So I'm good with my spiritual path. Now? Hold on a second. Hold on. That's for tomorrow?
Yeah, closed again.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
So we're shut down because of weather again tomorrow? Because I know we're supposed to get absolutely drilled with it tonight.
Yeah, but you just shut it down. So her message on the phone before I left was, looks like it's moving south. We should be okay.
Yeah.
Halfway here, she texted me the weather alert and said, stay home or be careful. It's looking bad. And then that just came in a second ago.
Son of a bitch.
Back home we go, I guess.
I would, yeah. Go home.
There's no sense of staying here.
No. Damn.
All right, I just wanted to let you know in case you didn't hear.
Well, thanks. Well, you're talking to all of YouTube right now, eh?
Hey, YouTube.
You're live.
All right, man. Okay, Brian, take care, eh?
Be good, brother. Damn, if I lived a little bit closer, I'd go home. But I live like 90 miles from the yard. So it's not worth it for me to go home, and then with the hours, but obviously we're not working again tomorrow. It's like, son of a bitch. I guess I don't have to be in bed at 6 o'clock. So there you go. There you go. I've already prepped and I bug out in April as the UK has turned into a dictatorship now. Sigma, brother, whatever the hell you do, don't come to Canada. We are full on communism without the title. Justin Trudeau has turned us into a communist state, and at the earliest convenience that I can get the hell out of here, I probably will. Sigma, I'm from the South. We are always ready. Yeah, well, I wish we had those options here. Okay, you guys hear no humming? That's good. Supposed to get back down to minus 18 centigrade next 2 days again. Yeah, we'll make sure your fuel's traded, Donnie. You hear me? A lot of people haven't, though. Fuel Ox Big Shot called about my complaint and said double up the next time with the freeze guard. Dude, if you have to pay and if you have to double it up and put twice as much in, forget it. You and I were talking about it. Use the same stuff that I use. Okay. It's never, I hate to say it. Okay. And I'll even say it. I use House. Okay. I'm a Canadian and I'm up here with upwards or downwards of minus 40, minus 50 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's fucking cold. Okay. And with House in my tanks, I've never gelled ever. You know, that's all I can pass on to you. So if Fuel Ox is twice as much, and if you're having to double up on that stuff, yeah. Wheelburner yet again. We could be we could very well be relate because I too used my iPad and phone on my last live stream. Dude, you know what? You use what you got. Like, I don't want to bring a laptop with me. right? And pretty much anything that I really want to do, I can do on this iPad. Like Dar went and got me last year, so it's one of the newer iPads. It's only a year old, right? Every 3 years, she buys me a new iPad, and so this one's only a year old. So anything I can do on a computer, or that I would want to do on a computer, I can pretty much do on this iPad. So it's not a bad deal. And like I said, for a live stream, if you're sitting in your truck, I don't need I'm not in a studio. I don't need the microphone and all the shit like I got at home. This will work. This will work. It'll suffice. Yeah, okay. I got some bad lighting here and there, and drivers walk around and hear horns, but I'm in a truck. Like, what do you want? I like that I care. I'm just not gonna do anything about it. There you go. I made it through the earlier part of the week just using 1 jug of Love's anti-gel. I've never tried it. You know what? I've used Howe's for as long as I can remember. As long as I can remember going back to owning my own trucks, I've always used Howe's. Always. I've never had an issue. Like I said, I ran that ice road last year, man, and we were minus 50, minus 55. The coldest we got, I think, was minus 62. No problem. She held. And my bunk heater, believe it or not, I didn't have to idle my truck. I gambled. I turned my truck off thinking, okay, I might have an issue with this, but turned the truck off, and I've got the engine heater with the system here. So my bunk heater was running the whole time I was obviously in the sleeper. And I wake up in the morning, like when I woke up this morning, for example, like I said, it was minus 20, and I turned the key to the auxiliary switch. To the auxiliary. I don't turn it and crank it. I turn it and I check the temperature gauge. I'm already at 150, right? The truck's blowing warm air. So, and that's at minus 20. So I've been good. Sounds like the live is going longer. Well, hey, depends. If my mouth gets tired or I run out of shit to say, you guys are on your own. Brian gets another day off. Well, no, today I ran local. Like I said, Donnie, I ran local today. So if they've got some more local work for me tomorrow, I will. I refuse to sit. I will kick that goddamn door. I will go in there and kick the door in. Like, give me some work to do. I refuse. I absolutely hate it. I'm not sitting. Because I'm sitting there. If I'm sitting and I'm watching, even now, I'm watching other trucks go by and I'm going, there goes, he's making money. He's making money. Son of a bitch. I just hate it. I heard this guy truck mention your name a few times in the past. You still keep in touch? Not so much with Josh. I could probably text him and say hello. It's just one of those things that, Josh is off on his own journey. He's doing great. His channel's doing well. I do check in. I do watch. I'm subscribed to him. So when he does put stuff out or when he goes live, I try to catch some of the lives. But again, he's another one that his lives are usually happening while I'm in bed. So, but do I keep in contact with him? I haven't spoken to him in, I'd say about a month. I haven't talked to Josh. Good boy. I like him. A lot of people don't like him. I got no problem with him. I got nothing against him. He's always been good to me. Always been respectful to me. We got a running gag going. He's a millennial and I'm an old fart, and we kind of bounce off each other with that, and it's all good. So we're good. Sorry, Northern Girl. Sorry, Jen. I missed your comment. North Bay on the 20th. Brian, Freedom Convoy 2024. North Bay on the 20th. 20th of this month? Hold on, Jen. That's this Saturday. No, I can't. God, I can't. It's my daughter's birthday. It's Maddie's birthday. She's 24, 23, 24. Uh-oh, I better get this right. She's 23. But Jen, whatever the hell you do, make sure you shoot, get a lot of video. I'd really, 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 really love to see it. So make sure you're shooting video, just like when we were down at the convoy in Ottawa. Brian gets another day off. Like hell. I'll be working. Invader, if I have to come out to Missouri and take your load, I would. Sigma knows. Want me to wake you up at 1 o'clock? No. Invader, you call me at 1 o'clock. Nothing's happening. Let me tell you. Right on, good dog. I want to go to Canada to smoke and do some good fishing. Welcome back, Cotter. This is the place to do it. Where I'm sitting right now, I'm in the town of Brockville. Okay, it's a small town. It's not a big town. I don't know. There's maybe 30,000 or whatever. It's not a big town by any means. But Cotter, I could take you right now. Like, we could jump in a car right now, and in under 2 hours, I could take you up north into Northern Ontario. Jen knows what I'm talking. Northern Girls Hobbies knows what I'm talking about. I could take you up into some areas of Northern Ontario to lakes that no human being has ever step foot into, and you can fish. So if that's your thing and you want to, you're a big time fisherman, you want to come up here and smoke our weed, best weed in the world, from what I understand. You want to come up here and smoke our weed and do some fishing, like all you guys talk about, like the best fishing spots for you guys are like the northern Wisconsin and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's great. We put it to shame. Promise you. There's only 34 million people in our entire country. We've got areas in our country that people haven't even been to yet. You believe that? We got areas in our country that people have never stepped foot. And that includes lakes, mountains. I mean, like lots of shit. You want to come up? Let me know. Brian, I'm planning to move to England. Oh, wonder if it's easier to get a truck job with my Canadian license. You know what? Robert would probably know that better than anybody. Robert's a trucker over there, and he's been trucking over there longer than I have, for Christ's sake. So. Grubel, your biggest problem is going to be learning how to drive on the other side of the road. Yeah. Better to have prepped out and not need it than to need it and don't have it. That's my theory, right? It kills it. Sometimes it kills Darlene. I take this, I take that, she's like, what do you need that for? I don't, but I'd rather have it in case I need it than fucking need it and not have it. So that's just the way I am, right? That's the way I look at it. I'll look for a house, $27 a bottle. Don't buy it at the truck stop, dude. Go to Walmart. Buy it at Walmart. You'll probably get it for 22 or 19 to 22 bucks at Walmart. Northern Girl Hobbies. Yeah, there you go. We're ice fishing soon. Jesus Christ, Jen, after the last 3 days, you guys should be ice fishing already. You telling me they're not frozen up there? iPads are good until you have to get it fixed. Well, I don't trash them. I'm not very hard on them. Dog, I just kind of, I use my iPad primarily for my e-log, right? And I've got a special holder for it, and it sits right here. I use it on for the e-log because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to use my phone, right? We use Motive, so it's an app, and I could use it on my phone if I wanted to, but it's just too damn hard, right? My eyes, it's too hard, so I just keep it here. I've got a special stand for it. It sits right here. It's the size of an iPad. It's like that bloody big. I've got I don't know what size. I think a 10-inch, whatever size that is, but it's just easier. Yeah, I just told you. Walmart. They must have Walmarts in Missouri. I know you guys are a bunch of backward ass country fucks out there, but even Walmart's in Missouri. Jeez, come on. Invader, Walmart sells house. There you go. Napa Auto Parts. There you go. Here we go. We're killing it here. Cotter, it's only minus 15 Celsius. Jen, what do you guys wait for? How thick do you want the ice? You want at least 18 inches or is it 12 inches? Jen saying hi to Sterling. Cotter, happy birthday, Maddie. Actually, she's a Maddie. She's a Madison. But, dude, I got 6 daughters. I had 5. Now I have 6. I'm amazed. Like I was actually joking. I was talking to somebody today, and we were talking about it. And how old are all your daughters? I had to sit there and go, okay, 32, 29, 28, 25, 23, 22. I know the oldest and the youngest because there's 10 years between them. So if the oldest is 32, I know the youngest is 22. The 4 in the middle, I got it right though. That's how old they are. Right? Ashley, Catherine, Celia. Is it Catherine or Celia? Yeah, Ashley, Catherine, Celia, Brianna, Madison, Amanda. Damn, that's a mouthful. Thank you both. I'll stop and get some tonight. Should have time to stop. Invader, don't follow the instructions on the bottle. Do what I told you. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I do. So do not follow the instructions. Do not get your goddamn measuring cup out and glug. Don't do that. Just do what I told you for the next 3 fill-ups and you will be fine. 25, right? What's 25? I'm not. I wish I'm 25. I'm 25. Jeez, I got tattoos that are older than 25. I'll send him with Alex to smoke the good stuff. There you go. Yeah, you go on up there. Northern Girl Hobbies. You go on up there. She's obviously a Northern girl. I guarantee you they've got the good smoke up there. They got the good smoke up there. I promise you. I have a passport identification card to get across the border. That's all you need, man. If that's all you need. But don't try to bring any weed with you. Yes, it's legal in Canada, and it's illegal in every province, and you can buy it and smoke it and everything like that. Do not try to bring it across the border, though. They will not allow that. You will have it confiscated. You'll be charged. There are parts of the swamp down here that humans have not been to. Yeah, there's also parts of the swamp down there, John, that people have never left. They went in and never came out. Here you go. You have to do the HGV test, same as I'd done to get your CDL to drive over here. There you go. Google, there you go. Now you know. Robert, you know what? I guarantee you, if you went over there, Robert would help you out. He's that type of guy. He's one of my boys. He'd help you out. Amazon is cheaper for some shit, but yeah, we are frozen for fishing. Just tired. Oh, you're too. Since when are you too tired to fish? Please. This is a woman that I saw. Like, what would you were operating like some kind of last summer. You were live. You were doing it live. You and your hubby were doing it live, and you were doing something, and you were like some big. I don't know, was it an auger or something? You were moving or operating and shit like that, and now you're telling me you're too tired. I call BS on that. Donnie, I use an iPad as well for my Moto VLD. No issues. Had this iPad since 2021. It's been working fine. Yeah. Northern Girl Hobbies. You too many daughters. You know what, man? In my humble opinion, I've never had a son, so I don't know. But you can't have enough daughters. Daughters are great. Daughters are daddy's little girls from the time that they're pretty much born until they turn about 14. And then they turn into, and I'm not, excuse me, but they turn into just bitches, right? They really do. And then from 14, 15 until they're about 20. And then at 20, they turn around and come back to you, right? They turn around and come back to you and they become daddy's girls again. That's just the way it works. Lucky for me, all of mine are over 20. Run my iPad on my, run my e-logs on my iPad too. Freaky. Yeah, Buck, I think you and I should get together and have a talk and maybe check out the family tree. You know, man, there's something going on here. Damn, man, buy a boy. Guard dog, I couldn't buy a boy. Jesus Christ, I had 5 daughters. I think I told the story a couple of weeks ago. I now have 6 fucking daughters. I couldn't buy a son to save my life. You know, I did everything. Put her on her head, spun her around, you know, shot for distance. Jesus Christ, I couldn't get a son. Daughters only, man. DIY semi is amazing, but on the anti-gel, I'm pivoting to your advice until I gel again. Dude, sorry, I'm right. Very rarely will I ever say DIY is wrong about anything, because most of the time he's not. But in this case here, I'm right. And I'm right because I guarantee you I've run more roads and spent more time at minus 50 than any of you guys have. I promise you. And it's worked for me every time. Honda tiller to take out the front. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So now you're telling me now that you're too tired to fish? Bullshit. I'm sending you 2 female pugs. No. Jen, come on. Okay, so I got 2. We still got 2 dogs, 1 female, 1 male, and we've got the 4 cats. Thank God 3 of them are male and we got 1 female cat. So, but yeah, I'm the only male in the house right now. Unfortunately, one of the daughters has broken up with her fiance and he has moved out. So now I have nobody to mow my lawn. Well, I will. Don't you worry. Next year, come spring, don't you kid yourself. One of those girls is going to learn how to operate that riding mower. I guarantee goddamn to you. But so I don't have anybody to mow my lawn or to chop the wood or to set up the fireplace. Damn, I'm going to miss that boy. I don't have anybody. None of my daughters smoke cigars. At least Mike smoked cigars, right? He was a stogie smoker. Mike and I would sit out in the garage or we'd sit out in the fire pit and have a smoke and da-da-da-da-da. But nope. I'm on my own now. Hey, Buck, why don't you come on up? I'll adopt you. You know what? I'd invite John and adopt a guard dog, but I think he eats too much. I'm not sure. I think he eats too much. I can't afford it. I'd have to double check on that. I'll send you the cats too. No, I don't want Northern Girl Hobbies. My dear woman, friend, conspirator at the truck convoy in Ottawa. I don't need any more animals. I don't. The 2 dogs I've got. I mean, like the small one, he's a 13. He's probably going to live another 5 years. And the shepherd, my German shepherd, for Christ's sake, she's 11. Have you ever seen a German shepherd live that long? And she still acts like she's 5. So no more animals. No more animals. And now we got 4 goddamn cats. Now, the cutest cat is mine, Diesel, the little guy there. Oh man, that Devin, he is awesome. He is the man. But I don't want any more. No more bloody animals, please. In my case, I got 3 daughters, 1 son, 4 granddaughters, and 1 grandson. Well, Buck, you got me beat in the son and the granddaughters. I've got 6 daughters, but I've got 1 granddaughter. I couldn't even get a grandson. I got a granddaughter. Holy Christ, man. I'll see you later, brother. I'll be your son. You got room for me? Well, it's a 5-bedroom house. We've got 2 empty bedrooms now. Come on up. You want to come hang out? I'll adopt you. You better be mowing my lawn, though. I kid you not. Go truck yourself. I kid you not. You better be mowing my damn lawn. I get home. I get on off the road on Friday. That grass better be fucking cut. And the trimming better be done. Hey, I'll give you a real nice John Deere riding mower. And I got a real nice, gas operated powered fucking trimmer. It's all yours to play with, but dude, it better be done. Good mix, Buck. Yeah, it is a good mix. I'm sure you got your hand. Christmas must be a blast for you, Buck. Right? 3 daughters, 1 son, 4 granddaughters, and a grandson. That's a good time at Christmas, man. Cats and pugs. No, forget it. Welcome back, Cutter. Dar, welcome. No, that's not happening. Dar's not getting any more animals. Adopt me. I'm 50th and 1. I don't care. I'm 50th and 4. but I act like I'm 20, so you can't be any different than me. Yeah, that's the other thing. I've got kittens on hold from Invader. Supposedly he's sending kittens up to Dar. It's like, no, he still hasn't picked up the dang kittens yet. They'll be a year or two. They'll be a year old in 2 months. Come on, Wheelburner. Hey, I'm slow. I'm moving slow these days, man. What do you want? No, Dar's not getting any more cats. Guys, fuck off. I say that with love, but knock this shit off. She's not getting any more animals. I mean, like, there's been several times, like, okay, this is a joke and you're going to laugh, right? I put my foot down and I went, no more goddamn animals. And then Dar did it's better to, it's better to ask for forgiveness than, or beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. So I'm going, no more animals. Then I come in off the road. There's another animal there. Now she's done that. Charlie, Davy, and Pootie. So she's done it 3 times. 3 times. So that's not happening no more. No more. I pull a 53-foot roll tide. I'm curious what company you're running with. My dog's name is Diesel as well. Driver's Lounge. I'm with KBD. I got no problem saying it out loud. I'm with KBD. We're out of Brockville. We were bought out by Anderson, by ATS, by Anderson. So we're now amalgamated into their main terminal in Brockville. But I'm with KBD Transportation. A lot of people on YouTube don't give out that kind of information because jobs have been called and blah 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 and that kind. My job's been called, right? The owner of the company watches my channel. The owner of the company knows who I am. The owner of the company I've known since 2015, 2014. So I'm not overly concerned. And the two times, that's just 3, but the 2 times that my job was called, they knew it was bullshit. They knew it was bullshit. So I'm not overly concerned. I work at KBD Transportation out of Brockville, Ontario. But I'm actually pulling a roll tight that says ATS on it. These, well, look at that. You know what that means, eh? When you got that, that means there's too much air in your cigar. It's not packed tight enough. Recycled. Must have been something in the water there, dude. I don't know what it was. The first daughter, it might have been the Jack Daniels and the cocaine. I'm just saying. The other 5 kids, all 5 of the other kids were all born while I was sober, because I've been drug and alcohol free for 31 years. My oldest daughter is 32, so obviously she was conceived. I don't even know how. When you're that fucked up, I don't even know how you conceive, how you make a baby, but it happened. But yeah, it might have been something in the water. You know what it is, Hooligan? I think I got it, dude. It's the clean air up here. It's the clean air up here. I could bring you up here, and on a day like this, when the temperature is this cold and the air is this crispy, and again, I'm going to refer back to Northern Girl Hobbies, because I can tell the difference when I go from even where I am up to where she lives. And I'm not going to say where she lives, but when I go from here up to where she lives, I can notice the difference. You can taste it in the air. That's how clean the air is in certain areas up here. It's amazing. Sorry, Dar, W, things happen. Well, she's not getting any more animals, Jen. Don't even think about it. My mower is a JD2. Can you say Twilight Zone? Dude, I'm telling you. The Z355 to be precise. You know what, Buck? I'll be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure. Mine starts with an E. It starts with an E. It's got the 24-inch. I know it's got the 24-inch blade because I just had to put a new belt on it. So it's got the 24-inch blade. So yeah, I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, something's going on. Same last name, same story, same everything. God, I'm telling you. And Buck, if I ever get to talk to you privately, there's something else that we kind of have in common, but I'm not going to, I don't want to share it here. But if I ever get to talk to you privately, and I promise you that what I tell you will absolutely spin your fucking mind. It'll absolutely spin your mind. No, Cotter's not right. Jen, she's not true. He's not true. Yep. I get why you'd be hesitant to divulge the job info, and I appreciate you letting me know. I'll keep an eye on you for you, and Tim's on me. Hey, brother, I'll take a Tim's double all day long. For now, right now, all I'm doing, well, not tomorrow, obviously. We've been shut down, but all I'm doing is I'm running from. There's a rail yard in Brockville, so we go down to the rail yard. We load the ingots, right? So we're loaded out with about 60,000. Loaded out, I'm about 104 to 115,000 pounds fully loaded. And we're only running 125 miles down into New York, down to Oswego. So we run down there, deliver them, we come back empty. And we do 2 of those turns a day. So all I'm doing is 81. But for the most part, any other time, driver's lounge, any other fucking time, I'm up and down the 401. We do a lot of Michigan. We do a lot of Indiana, Ohio, Iowa, Wisconsin, North Dakota. Well, not so much North Dakota anymore, but we do a lot of that. So yeah, dude, keep an eye out. You know the truck, right? Blue Freightliner says KBD on the side of it. I'm the only one in the fleet. It's a dark blue Freightliner. We do have a couple of new 2024 or 2023 Freightliners, but they're the baby blue. They're baby blue color. So it's keep an eye out, man. If you see me, unlike a lot of the population these days, there we go. Unlike a lot of the population these days, I do keep my CB on. I still run with my CB running on channel 19. So if you've got one in the truck and you see me, brother, absolutely pipe in. I'll grab it. I am never in too big of a hurry to stop and have coffee, ever. Krubel, thank you both. Oh, you're not thanking me. You're talking about the Englishman. Okay. Ain't never tried a Canadian woman. Sounds like I should head north. Oh, dude. Canadian girls. Cold weather, hot weather, medium weather, doesn't matter. Canadian girls? Sterling has your number. Okay, Buck, that's good. So I have permission to ask Sterling for your phone number. If you say yes on here and you give me the okay, I'll talk to Sterling at some point, either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll get your number off him. Or feel free to call Sterling, and I got no problem if he wants to give you my phone number. I got no problem whatsoever. The only problem, you better let me call you, because it might cost you, because you won't have an international phone plan, right? Your phone plan will be for the US only. Whereas my phone plan, because I run Canada and the US, I have an international phone plan. So it doesn't cost me anything to phone a US number. It costs me nothing. But I think as a US driver, I think it would cost you extra charges to call me. So I'll get the number. How about this? I'll get the number off Sterling and I'll give you a call either today or I'm not going to call you tonight, but I'll give you a call tomorrow. Apparently I'll be sitting on my ass tomorrow. So driver's lounge, no problem. Anytime, man. Be good. My first ex-wife is half Canadian. Her mother is from Brampton. Wow. Dude, you're fucking scaring me here, dude. My first ex-wife was from Trinidad. I married a Trini. Let me tell you, don't do that. Don't do that unless you know what you're getting into. Okay? I had no idea what I was getting into. None whatsoever. I married her and I was drunk, stoned, and wasted the whole time I knew her and I was married to her. I got clean and sober. And regardless how much money she had or the family had, I was out. I ran for my life. I did see the inside of your door jamb color earlier. You got it, brother. Thanks. Yeah, yep, no problem. Okay. Buck Brown, call me whenever. Absolutely. That was 1991. My first wife was okay. Okay. My first wife was 1991. June. I can't remember, June or July. Whatever. No, I didn't marry a tranny. Jesus, Don, open your ears. A Trinidad. Oh my God, I can't believe you actually said that. There. Read that. You think you're funny. Donnie thinks he's funny. Everybody, Invader just grew a new sense of humor. Jesus, age Christ. No, my first wife was from Trinidad. All the following were Canadian. Dar's Canadian. Actually, Dar was born and raised actually not too far from where I was born and raised. So, and if it wasn't for our age differences, because I'm 6.5 years older than her, if it wasn't for our age differences, there might have been a chance at some point in our lives we may have bumped into or known each other. It probably worked out just as well because she never saw me at my worst. She's only seen me at my best. Look at this. She's got me at my best. This is the best. She never saw me at my worst. So, I'm telling you. Life's a joke. Oh. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? What are you thinking these days? I know that's a bizarre question to ask, but nobody ever asks it. What are you thinking? Like, we got a world of political idiots running the world. Like, I don't know about you guys or how you guys feel, but me being a Canadian, but obviously I spend a lot of time in the U.S., your country is being led by a fucking idiot. Like, call it what it is, but, Sleepy Joe is an idiot. That, or, they're just waiting for him to keel over at the podium. So, and our government is being led by our government's being led by an easily led man that's takes his orders from Klaus Schwab, the WEF. Cincinnati sucks at rush hour. That's just what I think, dude. You don't have to think that. I've been there. It has taken me. I've been, because if you're on and you're going through and down out the bottom and then you cross over into Kentucky, dude, you know how you go down the hill and then you make the road bends and twists and turns and then you get to the bridge and dude, it's taken me upwards of 3 hours just to get from the top of the hill to cross the bridge where you see the Kentucky. I hate Cincinnati at rush hour. Actually, nowadays I don't even bother. If I know that I'm going to be in that area and that's what's going to be happening, I don't have a clue. I don't do it. I don't bother. I'll either wait it out, park and wait it out, or I'll just say forget it. Was that Trin Place in Arkansas? I don't know. They got a Trin Place in Arkansas. If they got a Trinidadian place in Arkansas. The only thing I really did enjoy about the Trinidadians, about Trinidad, the country, and because I've been there, and the people, their rum is really good. I'm not a rum drinker. I can't drink Jamaican rum or like Dominican rum. A lot of the islands that I've been to, I didn't like their rum, but for some reason the Trini rum was really good. I didn't mind it. I could drink it, and I would not get overly violent and smash shit up. I'm thinking the country has gone to shit, but thank God Trump is definitely going to win. You're definitely right. And that's the same up here. Truck yourself. It's the same up here. Trudeau knows his days are numbered. So he's trying to make as big a mess of it as he can before he leaves, because he knows that Pierre Poilievre is going to leave, is going to win, right? So the Conservatives, which would be the same as your Republicans, they are going to win. So he's trying to make such a mess before he leaves that, you know, the next poor bastard has a big mess to clean up. Want to diagnose another issue? Hey, as long as I'm here, engine fuel, number one injector, metering rail, one pressure. So your number one injector is in a rail. Well, that's not you don't have the fuel. You don't have the good fuel rails in that. I know what year your truck is. I replaced my secondary fuel filter during the pre-trip to see if that fixed it. No effect. If that's what's coming up on your screen, like when you on your thing, it's telling you injector. It's not a fuel filter problem. If it's an injector issue, the good thing is you have a Cummins and you can replace just one injector. Oh, not a good sign when your EPU just starts blowing cool air. It's like, what the hell's going on here? I really don't want to start the truck. I'm just waiting to see if I can hear the pump clicking. Here, Johnny, you should be diagnosing my problem. Okay, I can hear the pump's clicking. Okay. It's doing its little, making its noises as it's starting up again. This is where I need DIY. DIY should be here right now. It's making a bit of a different sound. Like the pump is clicking. I can hear the pump clicking away. And it's winding up. But it's almost like it doesn't sound like the element or the burner is lighting. It's trying to, but it doesn't. Oh, not liking the sound of this. This ain't good. I really don't want to be idling my truck. This is the original Wabasso that came with the truck. She might be at the end of her life. You don't usually get 4 or 5 years out of these things anymore. Holy fuck. I don't know. I know you guys can't hear that. But it sounds like there's a small jet engine on the back winding up. I don't know what the hell that is. How ironic, eh? Sterling has ice fall off and break his wipers, and my Wabasso shits the bed. My bunk heater shits the bed. Not a good time for this to happen with minus 20. I might just say fuck it and go home. I don't have to work tomorrow. I might just say fuck it, go home. I wish, hey, Sterling, if you're still in here, what's going on? It's winding up. It's going wee, and then it winds up, and then it starts to wind back down again. I can hear the pump clicking away, but it's not making like this. It doesn't make the steady. Oh, hold on there. Now it's making a noise like it lit. Might be time for a service. Be honest with you, I do not want to have to replace it right now. I just don't want to spend that kind of money. I know that you can take them in and get them serviced, but the only place to do that, the closest place to where I am to get this thing serviced is out in Ayr, which is out by Cambridge. Which is like 250 miles away from here. If you take it to Freightliner, all they do is just take it out and rip it out and put a new one in. They're R&R mechanics, remove and replace. They don't fix anything. There we go. Well, she's putting out heat, but it's getting a wee bit chilly in here. Getting a wee bit chilly in here. The fuck's going on? Invader, want to diagnose? No. Sorry, Donnie, I got my own problem. I got my own bloody problems. This America now, my America. Well, it's going to be your America. I'm glad it's yours and not mine right now. Until Trump comes in, I wouldn't even think of moving there. Once Trump takes over, I might think about moving to the United States, but not until. Trump will probably get along great with your new president. Well, we don't have presidents up here. We have prime ministers, but same thing, man. It started immediately after I got the truck ungelled. You know what, Donnie? You might have to just, you might have to run a few cycles through. Why did you replace the secondary, not the primary filter? There you go. Here, Donnie, there's the guy you want to talk to right there. IH guy. He's a tech, but he's an older tech, so he knows he's not an R&R guy. Okay? He's an actual tech. You want to know something, there's the guy you want to talk to. I replaced one injector. Oh, fuck. OTJB. How you doing, James? Good to see you, brother. I replaced one injector 2 weeks later, ended up having to replace them all. Mechanic said if you have to change one, change them all because fuel rail will attack the next weak one, paying for labor 2 times. Well, I believe that as well. And I've got a friend of mine that's going through it. He's replacing one injector at a time. So now he's replaced 3. So that means they've opened up that engine 3 times. It's like, what are you doing? If you got to replace one, replace them all. Do them all. Because if one is gone, at least another 2 or 3 are probably on their way out, right? Like, tell me if my thinking is flawed here. I don't think it is. If you got one injector gone, 2 or 3 are probably on their way out. Why open up that engine 3 or 4 more times. Replace them all. Okay, you're going to do a 6-pack of injectors. You're going to be $7,000. You're going to be more than $7,000 by replacing fucking 4 of them. If you do 4 of them one at a time or 3 of them one at a time, because you're opening up the engine 3 or 4 more times. Like, it's already there. Everything's open. Do it. Most people don't think like that. That's just the way I think. No way Trump is going to win. They won't let him. Well, I don't know. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I stopped following American politics a while ago because, man, I don't. Well, it's not like I can insult anybody. It's just I think you guys are all fucked. All your politicians down. All of your politicians aren't there to do a job. They're there to grab as much money as they can. How many fucking congressmen, senators, any of those fucking guys aren't millionaires? Hey? How many of the U.S. politicians, whether they're a low-end politician or high-end politician, aren't millionaires? They're all fucking millionaires. But the funny thing is, they weren't millionaires when they started in politics. And you're telling me that $195,000 a year job has made them a millionaire over 5 years? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, IH Guy says the primary will plug first. There you go, Donnie. Oh, you already replaced that. I just applied for the shadiest trucking gig. Man, I swear to Christ. You applied to the shadiest. Huh. I don't know. I apply. 20 minutes later, they call me and say, we can have you in a truck by the end of the day. Oh, yeah. Run. 690, run. Don't even touch that. Don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. My next step is to replace the primary filter again. Did you run diesel 911? Pull her into the shop. Put a match to it. That's what I'm ready to do, James. I'm ready to put a match to this thing. If this bunk heater decides to kick out on me tonight, no, we'll just burn it to the ground and claim the insurance. Otherwise, it's the thermocouple. Now you're talking Chinese to me. I don't have a clue what the hell. Usually, though, go truck yourself in these types of heaters, these Wabasos they make that makes these things. When you've got fuel like that, an excess of fuel clogged in your heater, it starts spewing out smoke, right, out of your little exhaust pipe off the back of your truck. That's the first thing you do, or that's the first thing you see when they start doing that. But I haven't seen any. That's why I was looking in the mirrors. I haven't seen any smoke bellowing out the back of this thing. WH and WCF Invader, when you gel replace both filters and put some anti-gel in them. Oh, that could be the issue then. I just drain the water separator and just replace the filter. I'll drain and replace it again and add house to it. There you go. Put kerosene. Put kerosene in the secondary filter. Yeah. No kerosene's in for the Wabasso. No, I don't plan to blow myself up. Kerosene won't hurt, just jet fuel. There you go. Go truck yourself. Zero. Politicians forget their jobs are public service jobs, not self-service jobs. Well, hooligan, you're right. It's no different in Canada. No different in Canada, right? You guys have heard me. You've heard me say this 1,000 fucking times, right? When you vote for politicians, you don't vote for the politician you like the most. You vote for the politician you dislike the least. You find the one, do your homework, but find the one that's going to do the least amount of damage, and that's who you vote for. Because let's face it, they're all going to fuck something up. And we, the people, are going to pay for it, right? Literally, this way, and with the way we live and our lives and our, inflation and we're all going to pay for it. Yeah, exactly. Go truck yourself. Obama went in. Obama went in. I've been talking to hooligan too long. Obama went into office broke, left 8 years later a multimillionaire. Well, I don't know if he went in broke, because wasn't he a senator or something before he went in? I'm sure it must have paid him something, right? He must have had some, but no, he didn't go in. He didn't go into the White House, a millionaire, but he sure fucking came out one, didn't he? Rest area raccoon sounds like super ego. It may well be. It may well be. Yeah, there you go. IH, other trucker James Best, just put some Knob Creek in it. That works for everything. If you put enough Knob Creek into James, he warms up, right? He thaws out. It works well on James. So who's to say that Knob Creek won't work on your ISX? Western Star 1979 trying to heat up. Dude, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Now there I just went again. Like I can feel it blowing cold air now. Don't waste the good stuff. Use black. Yeah, you were talking about that this morning. the good whiskey and the bad whiskey. James, I was listening to you live, and you guys were all talking about all the different whiskeys and everything. I've got two of them up here that I really want to get to you and let you try. But I don't know how to get them to you because I don't think I can ship them I don't think I can ship a bottle of whiskey by UPS or by FedEx. So I'm not sure how to get it to you because I very rarely run by your place. Like once a year, I go by your place. I know where you're at. So, but I really got a couple of whiskeys up here that I really want. They're good Canadian, like they're top of the line Canadian whiskeys. I'd love you to try them. And I know that you'd love to try them. You have to run it on the hottest setting. Got to burn off all the pubes. Well, there's no pubes, trust me. Oh, they didn't come off of me. I guarantee you that. If that guy is looking for a decent Russian-Ukrainian company in the States, I can give you one. Oh, dude. Dude, you don't have to go to the States. We got them up here. The Russian-Ukrainian companies up here. That and the Indian companies, right? The Indian companies up here. Dude, the Indian companies up here. Yeah, you're right. That's one of them I want to send. The Indian companies up here are so bad that they will literally get shut down on Friday and be operating with a new set of numbers and a whole new thing, all new decals. A lot of these companies actually have another set of decals already for their trucks, ready to go. Ready to go. All they got to do is rip ones off and put the new ones on with the new numbers. That's how fast they do it up here. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's fucking insane. That's insane. Oh, looks like we idling. This mama does not want to play. Tell me I got to start the truck. Tell me if this makes too much noise. If it does, then I'll shut it down. I really don't want too much rumbling and banging. And Obama went in worth 1.3 million, came out 200 worth 280. What does that tell you? I don't care. Don't know about the border, but you can mail it if you're in the States. I guess I could. I could probably just stop at any post office, and as long as it's well packed, I could probably mail it. I've got your address. I guess I could do that next time I'm down there. There's a goddamn post office and like a postal station or a post, whatever you guys call them, in just about every small town around. No, Don, they won't. I wish they would. The guys in our shop, they won't look at it. They'll remove it and replace it. They've already told me so. There. Is that idling? Is that idling too bad? Is that screwing with the sound at all? Or I know that the screen's got a bit of a vibration. I don't know if the camera holds it steady and the camera absorbs it, but James, 40 Creek whiskey is, I've never drank it, obviously, but it's fairly new. They're I don't know, they're maybe 10 years old. IH maybe 10 years old, something like that. But they are very, very, very good. Okay, good. So I gotta run it's a Detroit, so you can't let it sit at 600 RPM. You gotta run it up to about 900. Hopefully, I'll try this bunk heater again a little later, but I gotta get some damn heat into this thing. I'm freezing, and I'm not putting a jacket on. I refuse. I refuse. But anyway, that 40 Creek is it's turned out to be almost one of Canada's best. It's won 1,000 awards. It's done really well on the world stage as a Canadian whiskey. And that was one of the ones I was going to send down to you if I can ever figure out how to get it there. But the other problem is, James, if I mail it from the States, that means I have to bring it in the truck. And in Canada, we're not allowed to have alcohol in a commercial vehicle. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. Seagram 7 used to be Canadian. I don't know who makes it now. You could probably mail it in a styrofoam cooler with a lid taped shut, probably. What heater do you the Wabasso or the Espar? I got a Wabasso. The Espar was the other one I was thinking of, right? I couldn't think of a few minutes ago. It's a Wabasso. But mine's the expensive one because mine does the bunk and it does the engine, right? So I don't know how much it is. I would probably have to get the serial number and everything. I never thought, though. I just saw somebody said you can probably get one off Amazon. I don't know if I would want to take my luck, take the chance of getting one off Amazon. They tell you it's from book sales and speeches. You telling me Obama made $278 million from frickin' speeches and book sales? I don't think so. You can buy a new bunk heater on Amazon for $100 and it's very easy to put in. I will look into that. Like I said, I probably need a model number off what this. I can get the model number. I have to lift the bed and everything. That's not fucking hard to do. We'll see. Drop it off at the post office. Just don't put a return address or use Robert's Addy. Well, I've got a couple people down. I know some other people in the States. I can use their address as a return address. That shouldn't be too bad. But if I don't have to put one, that's fine. Create a BOL, secure the alcohol in the trailer. Profit. No, not allowed to do that. Likely a flame sensor. It should give you a fault code on your display. This one doesn't have a display, right? Mine has, I got the two dials, one for the fan speed and one for the temperature. And then the one with the temperature has a light in the middle of it, right? So if it throws a code, and it hasn't done it yet, it throws a code with light flash. So it'll be like 3 fast, 2 slow, 1 fast, right? And then you have to go to the book and look it up to see what that code means. It hasn't done that yet. So, or maybe it might be doing it now. This is new, so I don't know. The one I got on Amazon has worked for 2 years. Well, like I said, check this out. I'll definitely check it out. That's why I got guys like you. You have a combo unit if it heats the engine and the bunk heater. So it's not just the one box. You know how your Wabasso comes in one box. It's like it's bigger than my hands where I have her, obviously, right? and it's got the ports and it's got the shit, and then they take it apart and you got the burner and all the shit and all that in there. So you're telling me that mine has two separate pieces to it, or is it one piece but there's more to it? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, and I shamefully admit this. As a truck driver, I should have paid more attention when I was younger to the actual, like when my trucks were getting fixed, instead of just putting it into the shop and, oh, you fix it and then come back on Monday and I pick it up. I should have paid more attention to what was being done. That way I'd have a more broad knowledge of the actual trucks, the engines, the components, and all the shit. And that includes Wabassos and all that kind of stuff. So I should have paid more attention to that. Unfortunately for me, I didn't. And I'm probably paying for it now, because now there's probably stuff on these trucks that I could do myself that I just don't know how, but I probably should. There you go. That's what mine's doing right now. It would start. It sounded like it was winding up, right? And then it would actually sound like you get that sound of, don't touch the brake pedal when you're in high idle. And then it would sound like it was like starting, like the normal sound, and then it just shut off. It just turned itself right completely off. So I think that's what's happening. It might, if it's as simple as a flame sensor, then hopefully it's simple as that. Yeah, it's 2 units. Oh, great. See, I didn't have a clue. The APU heats the engine, not the bunk heater. Okay. Webasto does make a heater that runs hot coolant through the engine. I'm pretty sure that's what mine does. Right? Like my engine, like when I wake up tomorrow, if this thing was working, when I wake up tomorrow morning, James, I turn the key and my engine's already at 150 degrees, or the temperature gauge on my dash is at 150 degrees, and the truck blows warm air, and I don't even have to start the truck, right? And that's from the bunk heater running all night, or from the whole system working, the engine heater and everything like that. So it's been pretty good up to this point. This is the first time I've ever had a problem with this. The truck's 3 years old, so I do know that these Wabassos do have a lifespan on them, right? They don't live forever, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I got both. That's what IH was saying. I've got both units. So which one is fucked then? Which one is fucked? You guys would probably know better than me. It's probably not the engine, obviously the engine heater part. It's probably the part that, because it sounds like, you know, when where I was sitting on the bed there, my main Wabasso is right underneath me, right where my ass is, and that's where the sounds were coming from. The shoebox under the bunk. All right, the bunk heater. Thank you. So at least I'm not having to replace both. I should just have to replace the bunk heater, which I'm assuming the bunk heater supplies to the engine heater, correct? Am I in the right ballpark here? I don't have to replace them both. I just got to replace the one. All right, well, which fucking one is it, you idiots? Fucking Go Truck Yourself says no. IH says yes. $400, I think, for them to do the couple, to do both of them. Oh, it's more than that up here, buddy. If I didn't have the system in my truck right now and I went to go have it put in, right? It's because my buddy Jeremy just priced it out for his Volvo, right? It's like $2,600 for the whole system. I may not need to change it. Well, if it's just like James says, if it's just a sensor, like a flame sensor or a temperature sensor, then fine. Then fine. I'd like to probably learn more about this before I took it into a shop or took it down to the place to get it fixed. because they may thermocouple. Thanks, James. They're gonna take one look at me and go, "Oh, this fucking dumb hick doesn't know what the hell we're talking." We can soak them for fucking $2,000. We'll just replace both of them, you know. So I don't know. Flame sensor is very common to go bad on the bunk heaters. All right, I'm just gonna take a look and see if that light's flashing. Nope. We got no flashy flash. We got no flashy flash. I don't know what the fuck that's. What's going on there? Flame sensor common. Rand McTrucker. That's, you know what? This is all fucking Randall's fault. This is all Randall's fault. Bunk heater worked just fine until Randall started thinking. About 20 minutes ago, Randall was thinking, I'm going to go watch Brian. And that's when my bunk heater shit the bed. There you go. This is all fucking Randall's fault. I blame Randall. Everybody else in the world blames Randall for everything else. Might as well blame him for this too, right? Hashtag blame Randall. Danny says separate units for doing separate jobs. Okay, well, that's good to know. Danny, I've never seen you before. We're going to give you a wrench. Let's see how this goes. Danny is now a moderator. There you go, brother. You got a wrench. Okay, so that's good to know. Separate units doing separate jobs. So if I got to replace one, I don't have to replace them both. There is a screen on the fuel nozzle that gets clogged. Okay, I do know where that is. I can definitely check that. Saying hi to Randall. Let's blame Randall. Yeah, I say blame Randall. Tolga, you got it, buddy. Hashtag we blame Randall. So Randall, I need you to cash at me about $800 for a new bunk heater, please. Run kerosene through the Webasto. It will clean the screen. You know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. Invader was talking about it earlier about running kerosene through his engine or through his tanks. I've never done that. I've never ever done that. I've never run kerosene through my engine or through anything like that. I'd be very, very cautious about doing that because it runs so much hotter. But hell, it's better than freezing my ass off or idling my goddamn truck all night, right? You got it. It's all my fault. Cotter saying hi to, I don't have a Cash App. Believe it or not, in Canada, we're not allowed to have Cash Apps. We don't have them. We have PayPal, but we don't have Cash Apps. I wish we did. What we have up here, now you guys don't have it down there, we have what's called electronic money transfer. Like we can send money, like cash, through emails. So I could, for example, if I owed James $500, I can email him $500, and when he receives the email, all he has to do is put his banking information in, and it would go directly into his bank account. But in Canada, we don't have Cash Apps. We got PayPal and e-transfers, they're called, right? Yeah, there's James. You can send James the $500. Randall, send James $800. I'm sure James would be happy to send it to me. I'll see all of that $800. It'll all get here, I'm sure. Yeah. All of a sudden, the elevator will be in James's house for his fucking beer kegs. I might get $10 of that and a box of cigars. Yeah, that's fucked up though, eh? Like, there's no reason whatsoever that in Canada we couldn't have Cash Apps. Like, it's not like our cash, our phones, our banking institutions. It's not like they couldn't handle it. You know, it's an easy setup. I love the fact that you guys have cash apps. I love that way that works. Thanks, Randall. We got $5 for bunker replacement. Hey, dude, you know what? I shit you not, brother. $5 is $5. At least it is in the Philippines, or wherever James was supposed to be. Kate, where were you supposed to be conquering? They were. SoCal was going to send you where? I can't remember. He was going to send you to some fucking third. He was going to pay for your plane ticket, and you were supposed to go down and take over down there. That was funny as shit. That was funny as shit. I was laughing my ass off while that was going on this morning. That was like a 14-hour live you ran this morning. How the fuck can you even talk right now? Never mind that. I'd still be in bed, for Christ's sake. Ethiopia. Right. SoCal is going to send James, pay for the ticket to Ethiopia. James swears to God that he's going to get off the plane, take over the country, have the roads paved. He's going to have the whole country lined up. He's going to become the king of fucking Ethiopia. My money says James is going to get on the plane here in where he lives. He's going to get on the plane, fly to fucking Ethiopia. The plane is going to land on a dirt fucking runway. James is going to take one step off the plane because it's going to be a ladder going down, right? There's not even going to be a fucking, like a terminal. He's going to take one step out that fucking plane. He's going to look around and go, no fucking way. Turn around, get back on the plane, and he'll be back. He'll be back home. It'll be a round trip. I guarantee you the motherfucker doesn't step 1 foot on the ground. 1 foot. Although it'd be funny to see James 6 months of running the country, he'd be a little black kid with a big belly on him. That'd be James Best. The other starving Ethiopian James Best. The other starving trucker Ethiopian James Best. That'll be his new YouTube channel. And at least he could show naked Ethiopians that YouTube wouldn't do anything. You couldn't even burn that fucking channel down, James. Do your best. Knock yourself out. You'd never do it. We don't have Cash App either. What does that say? PayPal refused to pay the tax and government kicked them out. We literally have no fast ways anymore except the classic transfer systems. Picking the bugs out of you. Yeah, but you'd have to be saving them for later. That's what you'd be eating for fucking dinner. They are charging too much a commission. Well, PayPal's the only one that works here. Yeah. James will see all nipples when he gets off the plane with a 2-inch. Well, as we all know, you guys know that fucking Best has the biggest fucking nipples for a man that you've ever seen. Like, I shit you not, he's ripped his shirt off a couple of times, and those motherfuckers, he can cut glass with those. I mean, he can cut glass with those nipples. Somebody could go back to some of my old lives and see some of James's. He rips his shirt off. The man's got nipples on him that would put a porn star to fucking shame. Giving you a lot of credit. I'm not giving you credit, dude. I'm just calling it the way I've seen it. You know, you rip your shirt off and you could take out my eye through the goddamn screen. Them some big nipples for a man. Like, do you have to, when you're wearing just a t-shirt and on a cool day, do you have to do what the women have to do and put those nipple pads on so you don't poke through your fucking t-shirt? I bet you do. Because I don't know about you, but no woman wants to see a fucking guy with like nipple-ons, man. That's just not sexy. That's just not sexy. Band-Aids. Hey, what you got to use what you got, right? You got to use Band-Aids. James, go get yourself a couple of these. I know you got them in Illinois. I know you can get them. It's a Rocky Patel 8-year. It's aged 8 years. It's not an expensive stick. I know you like to get yours through the mail, and you order yours online. I don't know if you can get them online. Go get yourself a couple of these. They're Rocky Patels. They're Nicaraguan. They're 8-year, and you can get an 8-year, a 12-year, and a 24-year. Right? There's a 3-year series on these things. The 24s are a little pricey, but they're fucking smooth. The 8 years, like this one here, really, really nice. Really nice. It's got a 3-flavor blend to it. So you start, the beginning of this cigar starts out like real creamy and real smooth. And then it gets into something like a little bit of like a wood, like a chipped wood flavor, like an oak or a mahogany. And then you get down to where I'm at right now. The flavor just changed on this thing. And I'm down to like a real nice earthy flavor, man. And they're not harsh. Like these ones here, you can smoke them right down to there. You know how usually you get a cigar and you smoke it down to there, and by then you get that gross burnt taste? You don't get that with these. You don't get that with these. And a little trick, in case you didn't know, once you get down to about there on your cigar, don't throw the fucking thing out and go, oh, I can't smell. Every once in a while, if you want to not get that burnt flavor, just give your cigar, give it a little blow. Just blow into it, like, just do that. It'll save you from getting that burnt flavor. I probably didn't have to tell you that. You smoke as many of these things as I do, but just put my bar up in New York up for sale. When it sells, I'm getting like 8 more trucks. Hopefully the rates get better. Go truck yourself. I'll be honest with you. Now's not the time to do it. Sell the bar? Maybe, yes. Hold on to your fucking money. Stick it in a high interest fucking savings account and just let it sit there. I wouldn't think about putting more trucks on, and I'm telling you this honestly because I'm doing it. Okay? I am making a major move in the next few months or within the next year. Okay? But I would not be doing anything like that until at least the third quarter of this year. Third or fourth quarter of this year. Okay? We could talk about why, but you can probably figure it out. And if you listen to certain other people on certain other channels, and never mind just them, but if you listen to certain people on and giving certain types of advice and other things, it's the third quarter is going to be, in my humble estimate, I can see James right now, he's rolling his fucking eyes, but in my humble estimate, the third quarter is going to be kind of like when COVID hit. Right now, the rates and everything are in the basement and they suck, but eventually they do have to go. And in the third quarter, some things are going to happen in not just the industry, but in your country and in my country, where we're going to be going from $1.65, $2 a mile, $2.25 a mile freight. We're going to be going back. There's going to be an upward trend, and you want to start when just before that trend starts its way up, and then you can ride it up and then balance it out, and without getting too much more into it, But that's what I'm doing. That is what I am doing. I will not be a single truck owner operator probably by the end of this year, or at least the beginning of next year. I will not be a single owner operator. I will have significant. I will have my teeth, of course, so I'll be able to talk better. But I will have significantly more business going. You'd love to own a bar, would you? Yeah, you'd be your best customer. Yeah, I just want to get the trucks before the truck prices start going back up. They haven't bottomed out yet. Truck yourself, they're going to go lower. I'm watching them right now. Like, here's an example. At this time, like, what are we in? We're in January, right? Never mind this time. Like, fucking even back in October, right? October of last year. Okay, my truck was selling a 2020 Cascadia in October of last year. Now, these are Canadian funds. At this time in October of last year, my truck was selling for about 120, 115, 120, 125,000, depending on options and mileage. Right now, I could pick this truck up right now for 70 grand. And it's not done yet. It's not done. They're not done yet. The prices are still going to go lower. If you can hold out just a little bit. I'm not saying hold out for months. Don't hold out for months. There, SoCal saying it. Buy. I tentatively agree with SoCal, but not right this minute. Give it another, what are we in, January, February, March, beginning of April. After the first quarter, or within the first quarter, before the end of the first quarter, sorry, I get this right. Okay? That is when you're going to buy the trucks. The price of these trucks are going down. If you don't believe me, there's a guy right there, SoCal right there. I don't know if you follow him, right? Every time he buys a truck from the auction or wherever he buys a truck from, he makes a video about it. He shows the price, how he gets it, whatnot, blah, 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 blah. This guy buys trucks and he knows when to buy them. If he's telling you to buy trucks, it's probably safe to buy trucks. Myself personally, I wouldn't do it right this minute. I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer because I believe, at least in the Canadian market, I think they're gonna get even lower. I think by March of this year, I'll be able, instead of 70 grand for this truck, I'll be able to pay fucking 55 for it. That's just my opinion, and that's when you buy trucks. Myself, I'm expanding. I don't know. You don't ever buy from a dealer. Or at least I don't. I don't buy from dealers. I wouldn't buy a truck from a dealer. But I'm expanding, but I'm not buying trucks. I'm going to buy a few trailers, but I'm not buying trucks. I'm not bringing trucks on. I'm not bringing trucks on that I own. I'm not going to run my own trucks. I'm going to run this truck and probably put a driver in it. But I will be bringing other owner operators on, and we are slowly setting this up and putting this in place. There you go. And the proof is in the pudding. Like SoCal, I know SoCal will agree with me 100%. You drive past any Ritchie Brothers right now in the United States or Canada, they are packed. They are fucking packed. There are more trucks on the fucking Ritchie Brothers lots right now than they can sell. Money is always in trailers. Well, I agree. I already have two owner operators lined up. One of them is very much involved in the same shit that you are, SoCal. He's into the heavy haul, oversized, and everything like that. So I'm looking at a trailer right now that'll do that. I'm looking at a 3-axle. The back axle flips up, double drop like a gooseneck RGN. I think you've got one. I think I've seen one hooked to one of your trucks. Yeah, there you go. Right. Auctions are so packed, they're giving away trucks and trailers. No, you're right. But I think, and I'm talking SoCal, I'm talking Canadian market here. I'm thinking that if I wait another bit, like we're January, middle of January 17th. I think if I can go till March 1st, I think I can get them even. Dude, this is a 2020, right? This is a 2020, and if I was going to buy more trucks, I'm sticking with Cascadias. There's no way I'm ever buying anything else. I've had this thing pretty much from brand new. I got it when it was 8 months old. I've had no issues with it aside from my bunk heater, but I've had no other problems, no nothing like that. And anything like I had a DEF pump go, warranted. I've had an inlet and an outlet knock sensor go, but other than that, I've had no problems with this truck. I would go these Cascadias all day long. If I was gonna be building a fleet, I'd be out there right now. I'd be at the auction right now buying up every 2021 or 2022 Cascadia I could get my hands on. If any of you are looking, stop thinking with your heart, start thinking with your head. You don't need the Kenworths. Yes, they're nice. Yes, they're comfortable, but you don't need to spend that kind of money. Go with the Cascadia. Bang for buck, there's not a better truck in the world. Or am I getting? No, Nick, I'm not getting another truck. I'm activating my authority, and I'm going to be doing similar to like what Jeff Like does. I'm just going to be bringing on owner operators. I'm going to have trailers that I will either lease to the drivers or I will just let them run and work the difference in percentage. But I'm not buying any more trucks. The money is in the trailers, in my opinion. The money's in the trailers. And fuel tank issues. Yeah, well, I seem to be the only guy out here with this problem, IH. And why haven't you figured this out yet? Dude, I know where you live. I don't know where you live, but I know what area you're from. I shit you not. If you can figure it out, I'll bring the truck to you and you figure it out and I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you fucking to figure it out. Yeah, I know. SoCal, I know he doesn't own the trailers, but he also doesn't own trucks, right? He's a one. I think he's almost or he is a 100% owner operator. He brings owner operators on. So, and I'm going to do pretty much the same. And I'm not going to lease the trailers. I will buy the trailers, SoCal. But if an owner operator comes to me and he doesn't have his own trailer, I will lease them one of my trailers to put behind their truck, right? There's always money in trailers, buddy. You know that. I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking now, at my age now, I don't want to run this hard anymore. And now it's time to make that flip. And for lack of a better term, it's time to put my money where my mouth is, right? I'm always online. I'm always out here. I'm saying this. I'm saying that. I'm not. Well, you know what? Let's put the money where the mouth is, and let's get this going and see how well I do in business that way. I've been an owner operator for 23 years. Let's do it that way and see how this works. Yeah, it's the DD15. It's the Detroit DD15. I have an owner operator starting on Friday. There you go. The only thing that I'm envious of for you guys that we get fucking soaked on is our insurance. You guys' truck insurance is so much cheaper. It is. And I know, as a new business and blah, 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 you're going to pay more up front in the first 2 years and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, even for like a company, like a normal sized company that's in business for 10 years, if you take a company in Canada that's been operating for 10 years and you take a company in the US and they're both the same size, they both do the same business, they both pull the same type of freight, you guys pay significantly less for insurance than we do. It's a ripoff. Fuel module is the only thing left to replace. They have not replaced that, IH, so I will definitely check that. Buck Brown is back. Damn phone calls. I know what you're saying. I hear you. If you're buying trailers, you're doing what I'm doing. If you rent, then you're doing what Jeff is doing. No, I'm gonna buy the fucking trailers. I'm not leasing them or I'm not renting them. I was just using Jeff as an example of he is a company that does not have his own trucks. He has 100% owner operators. Like SoCal, I know that you bring owner operators on as well, but I know that you also have some of your own trucks, right? And you've got company guys driving your truck. You got a mix of both. Jeff Like, I don't think does. I think he's 100% owner operator. Good evening, T-Bone. What are we yelling about? I was actually yelling about you watching you trying to back into your driveway and sinking your truck into all those holes. Dude, even in the snow, you should be able to back your truck into your own driveway. I mean, shameful, right? I've heard that Prime Ink is now, hold on. Prime Ink is now in hopper bottoms. Oh God, I hope not. Recycled, I haven't drove a truck in a while. Buck Brown, the rates will drop because of that. No shit. Yeah, SoCal, yes. How's rather? You mean how's weather? Well, I'm at I'm about minus 16 Celsius, so it's freaking cold, man. It's freaking cold. It's a little chilly here. For hopper, Buck. Damn potholes. Well, dude, it's your own damn driveway. It's your own damn driveway. Hey, my driveway is like fucking almost 200 feet long, and I can, even covered in snow, I can still back my truck in it with 5 cars in it. What's the matter with you, boy? These rookies. You got to change your channel. It's not trucking with T-Bone. It's trucking with the rookie T-Bone. Ladies and gentlemen, if T-Bone ever puts out a video on how to back up a truck bobtail, don't watch it. Watch it. Flip brakes. Oh, damn. Are you saying, oh, damn that you're here? Or should I be saying, oh, damn that you're here? I ran my AC. You can go fuck yourself, SoCal. Minus 16 or minus 18 or whatever it is right now. So that's what, 8 or 9 degrees Fahrenheit? That's cold. That's cold. It does. I said earlier, it doesn't matter. Once you get past minus 15 to minus 20, who cares what the number is? It's freaking cold, right? It's cold. It doesn't make it. There's no big difference. It's no big difference if you're fucking like minus 20 to minus 25 to even to minus 30. There's no big difference. Once you get to that range, it's cold. Put more clothes on. Mind you, I'd rather be cold than be hot. I would. I'd rather be cold because if I'm cold, I can always put something on and warm up. You know, if you're hot, once you're down to naked, you're still hot. There's nothing you can do about it. The road has potholes, not the driveway. Bobtail backing video coming. Yeah, whatever. Now he's making excuses, folks. I'm telling you, this guy T-Bone, don't listen to a fucking. And not on top of that, he works for this guy called Spectre. Son of a bitch. Don't ever take advice from him either. Damn. Flip Frank's only 6 more weeks to. Yeah, well, if I know him, he's standing there beside his hot dog cart right now, just waiting to go. Exactly. SoCal 2025, business will explode in money. Set yourself up for it. I'm doing that. I think there's a few other people out there that are doing the same thing. They're setting themselves up for that, because like I said, you want to catch this. You know, it's right now we're here and we're level and we're fucking bottomed out. It's going to start, and when that upswing starts, you want to grab it while it's going up, and then you want to ride it. And you're probably right. No, Flip Frank's Joey doesn't work for Spectre. Fucking T-Bone does. If it's minus 30, there ain't enough. Oh, yes, you can. Joey, I can go right now at minus 30. I can show you how to layer in 4 layers, and you will not need a jacket. If I tell you what to put on in 4 layers, you can go out in minus 30. You'll need gloves, but you won't need a jacket in minus 30. I thought T-Bone quit Spectre. Maybe he did. Maybe I missed something. My apologies, T-Bone. I apologize. Yeah, it looks like I think you missed a video, Brand. T-Bone, my apologies. If I misspoke, obviously I did. I'm allowed to be wrong once a night, and that was it. So I apologize. What about the wind on my face? Well, Joey, grow a beard. You get one of these. You get one of these vagina catchers right here, and you'll never have that problem. I actually started growing a beard years ago because I was flatbedding, right? And I was always out in the winter and everything. And as retarded and as girlish as this sounds, I have sensitive skin on my face. And because of the dirt and all the shit and everything that was going on, it was just easier to grow a beard, and it would keep all that off of my skin. So that's why I grew a beard. Now I just grow a beard now because I don't like not being without it. I shaved it off last spring or last fall there for charity, and we're gonna do it again this year. Plays on the freeway has already agreed. He's gonna shave his off again, and we're gonna do another charity drive. Probably, I think we said June, the first week of June or July, first week. We're gonna do another one. I'll put it out there, and you guys can pick the charity. And we're just going to raise as much money as we can it'll be a trucking charity, hopefully a trucking, we'll try to keep it a trucking charity or a charity that is involved in trucking. And we'll try to get as much money. Like last time I think we got almost $8,000, or we were just over $8,000. So yeah. What about that wind on my, well, you can grow a beard. What about the PRO Act these idiots, politicians passed? That's going to suck for companies with independent contractors. I don't know. Our government doesn't pass anything like that. I'm a Canadian. T-Bone forgives me. That's good. I'm talking trash on him and making fun of him, but he knows I like him. So, all right. Who wants to call me stupid? I think I found the issue. Cummins ISX fuel filter was missing the rubber part that goes on top of the filter housing. I think it was getting air in the system. Well, we're not going to call you stupid, but that would probably throw the code. That would probably throw the code, Don. Honest mistake. But that's why every time I get a service done, I go around and check everything that. If they take the water separator off and they take like when they change all of that, before I pull out of there, I go around and I put everything that they touched. I put my hands on and double check it. Double check. I also make them get under the truck. Well, they do it now automatically, but when they're tightening the bolt on my oil pan, right? There's a torque setting for that, and I make them do it, and I want to hear that click click. Okay, you got it. Good. No more bullshit, man. Go truck yourself, just escort and laugh. Put a new rubber ring on top of that housing, and now the fuel is midway up the filter and as it is normally is. We will see if that fixed it. You may very well have. There's no issue. He's a great mentor. Well, except for bobtail backing in the snow. Yeah. You bet. I'll call him tomorrow and talk to him about that. He needs to up his fucking game because it was painful to watch you do that. Funny as hell. Now, mind you, you're never going to see me making a video backing my truck into my fucking driveway because if by chance I put it into a hole, you're never going to know about it. I'll give you this, T-Bone. You're pretty ballsy for showing it. I wouldn't have. I replaced the filter in the dark and that rubber ring probably fell off without me noticing. Hey, you know what? Very well. Start the charity with James getting his head shaved. That's not going to happen. Although James was pretty generous last. I think James threw $100 at us for he threw a $100 donation at us last one there. The charity was for the St. Christopher Truck Driver Relief Fund, and you guys killed it. You guys absolutely killed it. That raised. Like I said, almost $8,000. And the good thing about that is the coordinator for that charity, she was on there with us. So as you guys were sending us the money, Dar was turning around and sending it directly to them, and they were getting it. So it was one of those. I actually had a couple people, I guess, so if you want to call it from the other side or whatever. I don't say that anymore, but back then it was. They were going, oh yeah, put it on the glass. You know, prove that you're giving all this money. I didn't have to. They were able to. Anybody could have checked with the St. Christopher Relief Fund, and they could have seen the donations right there. It was all online, so it was real good for clarity. I didn't have to worry about anybody accusing me of stealing fucking money. Isn't it funny though, eh? In this day and age, you try to do something nice for something like that, and somebody somewhere is going to accuse you of, oh yeah, you're pocketing money. If the day comes that I ever need to fucking steal fucking money, I'll get out of business, right? SoCal, thanks for popping in. Respect, brother. Love what you're doing. You are, I'm not going to say you're a mentor to me, but I've picked up a lot of good pieces of advice from you over the years. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. I prefer the heat. Minus 30 is cold. So if I don't mind 30 degrees, but when your truck brakes lock up and diesel gels up, that sucks. It does. But Joey, you can prevent gelling. If you're at minus 30, then you should be treating your fuel, right? So there's no excuse for gelling. Sorry, there's no excuse for that. Your truck brakes, that's a different story. Like, I'm probably going to wake up tomorrow morning and probably have to go out and hammer take the hammer to them to break them loose at that temperature. Or I might actually, because I'm on level ground and I will not roll, I might actually just push the yellow button in and sleep with them off. Odometer at 666,073.4, hours at 18009.9. How am I doing? Divide them. Take the 180,009, divide that into the 666. That'll tell you how you're doing. What number do you come up with? I could do it, but I'm not doing my calculator right now. Tell us what the number is, Don. The lower the number, the better. 37. You're doing fine. As long as you're under 40. As long as you're under 40, you're killing it. That means you're not idling your truck a lot, right? People are going to look at that. Mahal, how the hell are you? Hey man, how's things? We're just killing time here, shooting shit, talking trucks, freezing our asses off. Well, at least Joey is. When your eyeballs freeze, when your eyeballs instantly freeze when you go outside, it's time to move. Well, for me, it's when you step out. When you step outside and you take that first breath of cold air and you choke on it. That's when you know it's freaking cold, right? When you choke on the air, when your lungs pretty much seize up in your chest until you can get a couple more breaths in and out and warm yourself up. That's when you know you're cold. That's when you know it's time to move. I thought it would be higher than that. Well, that's your lifetime. That's the lifetime. That's maybe it was even lower. And since you've owned the truck and that number may have come up, but no. Excuse me. Joey, are you in Alaska? No, Joey's not in Alaska. I don't know. Joey, where are you anyway? I know you're not in Alaska. You'd be up there cuddling with fucking bulls. I'm doing a recovery load for Loblaws. East Indian totaled his truck and the cargo. Oh, Jesus, Callie, really? You serious? Are they throwing some extra money at you? Hopefully they're throwing some extra bucks at you for doing that, dude. I hope you're not doing that, Callie, just for shits and giggles. Where is Dar? Dar is at work. What time is it now? 6. She'll be at work for about half an hour. Another half hour. She's done work at 7. And then it's about 15 minutes for her to get home. Don't be surprised though if she comes on. Like she'll throw this on and the car ride home. Yeah, she has not been around lately. She has not been around lately, eh? I'm telling you, like I said, she works 2 jobs right now, so she's a busy girl. I've only idled the truck overnight one time since I've adopted her. Yeah, well, I'm the same way. I do not idle this truck ever, ever. Right? When I'm done for the day, with these new trucks, you don't even have to warn. You don't even have to, like with the 60 series and the C15 cats and the 3406 and the N14. When you'd run those hard all day, you used to have to fucking idle them for 15 minutes and let the turbo cool down and whatnot. These new ones, you don't. 2-3 minutes is all they need. 2-3 minutes is from the time it takes for me to back into my spot. I let the truck idle for the time it takes me to do my paperwork and whatever else. 2-3 minutes, shut the truck off. Bunk heater goes on, or if it's summertime, the APU, the AC comes on. This truck don't idle. This truck has almost zero idle hours on it. And I'm the same as a customer, right? I had this argument with a friend of mine the other day because I shut it off every time I get to a customer. I shut my truck off. I go inside, I check in, I do whatever I'm doing, right? Get my dock door, come out. And they're like, yeah, well, you're going to be replacing your starter every year. That's fine. That's fine. I got no problem. I will replace my starter every single year if that be the case, because I'm going to save more in fuel than it's going to cost me for a starter. I'll swap fucking fuel money for starter money all day long. All day long. So if I'm replacing my starter every year because I turn my truck off and on so often, so be it. So be it. Bobtail miles plus FSC and 250 for the overnight. Attaboy. See? What happens when you listen to me, right? Eh? Across my forehead, does it say charity across there anywhere? It doesn't say it on yours either, Callie. That's how you fucking do it, boy. Proud of you. Does anyone plug their truck in? If so, what does the truck temp show when you start? Is it running bunk heater in extreme cold hour? Okay. My bunk heater and my engine heater will keep my engine, like on a night like tonight, it'll keep my engine at about 150 degrees when I wake up in the morning. Now, if I go home for the weekend, I don't run the bunk heater, obviously. I just plug my truck in. Now, when I come out and I start my truck, it's not at 150. The needle might just slightly come off the zero. So I know that there's some heat in there, but it's not a whole lot. It's probably on mine, like my zero is like at 100. So, but it's not the temperature of my engine's not even 100 if I just plug the truck in. But at least it's warm enough that it's not a cold start, right? That's all I want. If I'm plugging my truck in and it's minus 20, I just want the block heater to warm it enough so that it's not a cold start in the morning. That's it. I replaced my starter in 2022 and she's still working well. I start a lot. Yeah, I'm the same thing, man. I'll swap all day long. Are there dispensaries in Brockville and Ottawa? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Welcome back, Cotter. I could stand on the roof of this truck and throw a rock in any fucking direction and I can hit a dispensary in Brockville. They're all over the place. You don't realize in Canada how big this is, right? Dispensaries here, it's huge. Actually, Brian, Ethiopia does have one of the best airports as well as in Africa. I'm Ethiopian. Well, how the hell am I supposed to know? I'm just going on what James was saying. Callie says, I'm learning. Well, boy, that's the way you learn. That's the way you learn. I didn't, any knowledge or anything that I have that I pass on to anybody else, I didn't invent this shit myself. I learned it from somebody else that's been doing it longer than me. So I just take that information, store it away in the brain, and when somebody like you needs it, I give it to you. I don't have an original thought in my fucking head. Everything that I've got in here has been passed on. I've learned. I've done it myself, or it's been experienced, right? That's all. That's all. WCF Invader, plug it in when you can. Yeah. I plug it in every day, but the temp still shows 100. Didn't know if I'd have better luck starting the bunk heater before starting. She struggles a bit. You might want to check with the age of your truck, Donnie, you might want to check your unit, your heating unit. On most of them, it's a simple screw in and screw out. Now you might have to, you probably would have to drain some of your coolant to do it. But your block heater, it's almost like an element. It's just bigger, but it's the same as when you look into your kettle. You know that little element at the bottom. That's pretty much what a block heater is on these trucks. It's just a bigger element, and they just screw in and they just screw out. I want to plug into the dispensaries and do some good fishing. Oh, dude. Canada is the best place in the world for that. Dispensaries and fish, you can't go wrong with that. Dispensaries and fish. And French women. French women. If you came, Cotter, if you came up here, I'm gonna like this, but I'm gonna tell you this. If you came up here, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a 4-day trip out of this. So the day you get here, from where I live, we can go into Quebec, like into Montreal, in about 2 hours. We're gonna go to Montreal and spend a night in Montreal. I promise you, you will come out speaking French, or at least you'll understand it, because the places I'm gonna take you up St. Catherine Street, they are going to do things. The women in those bars are going to do things to you that you only see on fucking Pornhub. Okay. And then after that, if you recover, I'm going to bring you back down here. Okay. And we're going to hit whatever dispensary you want. And then after that, I'll take you up north about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And I'll put you on a lake and you can fish until you're blue in the fucking face. Absolutely blue in the face. And that'll take up 4 days. And then you're going to go home, pack all your shit, and be camped out on my fucking front lawn. WCF, how many hours is it plugged in? Well, IH, when I take my truck home on the weekend, like let's just say I went home on Friday, I get home at 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. I plug my truck in at 4 on the Friday afternoon. If I'm leaving at noon on Sunday, I unplug it on Sunday, and then when I start the truck. Mine's plugged in all the time. Trucker 69 is in the house. How you doing there, brother? Good to see you. Good evening, Wheelburner. Good to see you there, man. Good to see you. It makes a crackle when I plug it in. So it's doing something for sure. Well, that crackle could be that, because mine does it too. And what that is, like the prongs that are where you plug in, if there's any moisture on those if there's any moisture on them, when you put your extension cord and plug it onto that, the electricity hitting the moisture is going to make the snap, crackle, and pop. That's what you're hearing, right? All that's saying is that there's power coming from the cord. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going through that other cord over to your heating element. So, Donnie, check it. If your truck's a 15, so chances are there's a pretty good chance maybe your heating element's just burned out, right? It's just maybe your element's just done. They're not expensive, Don. They're not expensive. Dispensary, Canadian truckers can do weed? No, we cannot. Absolutely not. Zero tolerance. I am with the company that it doesn't matter. Most Canadian trucking companies, we are in a pool, and we can have our number pulled at any time, and we're sent for a drug test, and it's random. So I could be sent tomorrow for a drug test, and if I have 1 iota of THC in my system, they will shut me down for 30 days. 30 fucking days, I would be done. So no, we have zero. Not and funny enough, it's not even the Canadian. Like if I was a Canadian truck driver and I didn't have to cross the border, I could smoke weed. It's the U.S. Because I crossed the border into the U.S., I can't. That's fucked, eh? Randall, I don't drive anymore. Oh, sorry, Randall, the dispensary, Canadian Truck L. Thanks, IH guy. Want to be sure. Do this, Don. Find out where the element is. It's usually, well, on yours, I don't know where yours is, but that element, okay, it's going to be on the side of your block, on one side or the other. Maybe IH would know. Donnie's got a 15 ISX IH. So which side of his block is that element on? Then what I want you to do, Don, is the next time you plug it in, wait 7 or 8 minutes, right? Until you're sure that the element is had time to warm up a bit. And then go get yourself a piece of wood about 18 inches long, maybe 24 inches long. And right beside the element, I want you to put the one end of that piece of wood right beside the element and put your ear on the other side. I know this sounds stupid, but I want you to do this. And through that piece of wood, you'll be able to hear what that element is doing. If you hear nothing, then the element is probably cooked and fried and it's not heating. But you should be able, I think IH said you should hear a crackling or something from the inside, and you should hear that when it starts up. I know that works because I've done it. Okay, I did it with the Volvo. I did it with the cats, with all the cats, both cats I had. So it sounds ridiculous, and you might feel stupid doing it. Just don't do it when anybody else is looking. But as long as you know where it is, do it. I promise you, it works. It works. Well, that's why I said, Donnie. There you go. It's on your right side. It's on your right side of the block. And that's why I said, Donnie, you're gonna look stupid, but just don't do it when anybody else is looking, right? Just set your alarm for fucking 2 a.m. and get up and do it when nobody's asleep. No. Oh my God, do I gotta fucking explain this? Okay. See the fork? Okay. This is a piece of wood, like a long, just like a broom handle. It's 24 inches long. So I'm going to put this end up against the block right beside where the element is. And then on this side, you just put your ear like that. It sounds stupid. Trust me, but the sound will travel through that piece of wood and it will be crystal clear. You will hear it. I can't believe I had to do that. If the engine is hot, you won't hear it. Yeah, you got to do it. You do it when the engine's cold. Do it while the engine's cold. I live on a highway. No way, no one would see me. There. Okay, you got it. All right, Eureka! We got it. It's one of those. You know what? That's one of those tricks I picked up from he's not even a truck mechanic. The guy that used to build my race engines for me, that's how he diagnosed the engine. He'd walk around with a fucking, like a 36-inch broom handle, and he'd press it, he'd hold it against his ear, and he'd press the other end against certain areas on the engine block, and he could tell you exactly what was going on inside that engine. IH guy, I guarantee you've done this. I fucking guarantee you've either done this or you've heard of it. Some old timer that you know, because you're not a young fuck either. I know for a fact that you've heard of people doing this. The old timers used to do it, or they go get a doctor's stethoscope. How many of the old timers that you see them with an old timer and the mechanics and the old wrench turners? They'd have a stethoscope. It's the same theory, right? Except they use a 36-inch or a fucking 4-foot broom handle or whatever they do. I'm not crazy. I am crazy, but I'm not crazy. They go by SIN number. Who goes by SIN number? What the hell are you talking about, Callie? It's a truth. See? Even Western Star 1979 knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I had to take a take alcohol and drug test. Is that how they do it in the pool? They draw your SIN number? Hey, I never asked how they do it. So I didn't know. I didn't know. Randall. Uh-oh. What the hell? I don't know if I want to know what that is. Is that Randall's channel? There we go. Now we're feeling better. I'll leave it unplugged when I get back now. When I wake up, I'll plug it in and do it as you suggested. All right. Yeah, see, IH, I knew that you've I don't know if you've done it, but at least I know you fucking heard of it. I know I'm not fucking nuts. Regardless what people say to you, I'm not crazy. Danny, it's the same theory, right? It's the same theory. All you need is a solid, like, instrument that sound will travel through. It travels really good through wood. It would travel really good through metal, right? Broom handles just happened to be the easiest thing back in the day to, you cut one here, you cut it there, and you've got a 36 or whatever inch piece of wood. So broom handles were big back in the day, but it's the same theory, right? As long as it's a solid piece of something that sound can travel through, it works like a charm. If I pull into a truck stop and see someone listening to their engine through a broomstick, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Definitely works, though. It's funny as shit. That's why I say you don't want anybody to see you doing it. But it works. It works. It's a baking channel while baked. Yeah, there you go. Okay. This is why I'm a paid member of this channel. Well, there, I hope you got your $2.99 worth. I hope you got your $2.99 worth there, buddy. I appreciate you. You go truck yourself. I think Sterling's a member. I appreciate you guys ponying up the big money and to sit around and listen to me. I appreciate that. If you guys had member, like I'm a member of Sterling's, I'm big on that. And so is Dar. Like the channels that we like, we support. Like I'm a paid member of Sterling, Snorlord, Shannon Thomas. I believe in that, right? If these people are willing to take the time and the energy to do what they do and share it with you guys, why not throw a couple bucks at them to pay for the cost of the StreamYard or a new camera or whatnot like that? So, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. In our case here, any money that our channel makes, like I haven't done anything really. Hooligan Yachty here. Hey, man, thanks for stopping in. Dude, we'll talk soon. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your channel, man. I love your shit. Keep it up. I'm not putting this out. I'm going to smoke this down until I burn my fingers. Our channel here, any money that we make, like our StreamYard, I think it costs us like $35 or whatever a month that is. So that covers that. And anything extra, we do the charity giveaways every month. Now, we haven't done one in a while because my channel was dead for almost 4 months, pretty much, while I was off with my eyes. So we didn't do anything, and the channel didn't raise any money. So, but just so you know, like we used to do once a month, we used to do the member giveaway. So we give away some merch, some T-shirts, some sweatshirts and shit to one of the members. We used to do that, and we're going to do that probably starting in February, and then we will start again in February, as well as because we used to do it every month, and we used to go. We put out 4 or 5 charities. And we let you guys pick the charity, and whatever the channel makes that month, after like we pay for the StreamYard, or if I have to replace a camera or whatever, we donate that to charity, and then we put the receipt up showing that we donated. We're gonna start doing that by probably in February again. I've got the channel back active again. I've started making videos again. I'm doing more lives again. So as the channel starts generating more and more money, we're gonna, I don't need a couple of $100 that a channel's gonna generate, right? Again, like I said, if my life is so bad that I need to live off fucking YouTube money, I'll just give it up and walk away and go fucking stand on a corner and suck dick for a living, right? Before, that's how bad my life's got. So if I can give away, I think the last charity that we gave to Alzheimer's, we gave $800. Like, when you think about it, all those all the super chats that you guys give, like all that money goes in as well. Like tonight, there's been what $21. That's not bad. So if you're doing a couple of lives a week and you're getting 21 here, like $50 there, whatever, all that money's going to charity. Just so you guys know, we don't keep any of that. We pay for the StreamYard, and after that, it all goes to charity. And we even let you pick the charity. Most of you guys know all this because you've been around long enough and you've seen us doing it. But we've got a whole box of fucking merch at home that we're dying to give away. Only because I want to get it out of my walk-in closet. I keep tripping over it every fucking time I go in there. So we've got a shit ton of t-shirts and like keychains and stickers and decals and all that shit. So we're gonna be giving all that shit away too. Good night, Callie. Thanks for popping in, bro. Love you. Much love, eh? You and the lady. Going to bed. Good night. Yeah, okay. Hold on. I saw Donnie right. I got kerosene. I can always add to the fuel filter if I need be. There you go. Howdy from North Carolina, up from a great nap. Dude, you're fresh as a daisy. How about you come on here and I go have a nap? You know what, Randall? That's a very good point. I'd rather you have my money than millionaire CEO of a charity. You want to know something? That's a very good point. And Darlene is absolutely, she's very careful. Like with the charities that we give you the option of, we make sure that they are not a for-profit charity, meaning that they don't have a staff of 500 people all making $100,000 a year, with a fucking director or a president making $2 million a year. Any of the charities that we do are for non-profit, absolutely for non-profit. So that means that probably about 95% of your donation goes to what they need it for. They will probably keep 5% because they obviously have costs to cover, but that's just the way, and we do that. We make sure that it's non-profit. Member for 13 months. Look at that. 13 months, and still the value I gain far exceeds the money I put in. He needs to raise my fee. Best business write-off ever. Well, Donnie, I don't know which one you have. Sorry, somebody's sending me text messages at the same time. I don't know what you have. You can go get the higher membership. I think that's $12. Nobody has that one. But you're welcome to go get it. I'll be happy to let you have that one. You can write that one off. Mr. Beast, Rand McTrucker, been there, done that. Rather be broke. I know who my real friends are. Yeah. IH, Wheelburner, have you heard from Humberto? Yeah, we have. I don't talk to him daily, but Dar talks to him almost every single day. I'm not going to spoil it because I know that he has something. He's okay. Financially, he's okay. Insurance is paying for the truck. Everything's been cleared. There's no wrongdoing, obviously. Everything's good. The truck is scrap, obviously. You guys know all of that. He's okay. He's in a good space. He's back home. He's back in Montreal. But he's out. All I'm going to say is because I want to leave it for him because I know he's going to be making videos. He's shopping right now. And I guess you can wonder what he's shopping for. So now you know he's shopping. And when you see what he's shopping for, I'm very jealous. Very jealous of what he's shopping for. The only thing money is good for is to buy shit with. You know, Mr. B's, I kind of agree with you. You know, people put this stupid fucking thing on money. It's like, well, what happens if you're broke? What happens if you go broke tomorrow? Well, you know what? I can always make more money. I can't replace a loved one. I can never replace time. My time is worth more than money is. My loved ones are worth more than money is. A lot of things in my life are worth more than money is. If I lost everything tomorrow, I would be okay. I can always make more money. That's just the way it is. That's the way I feel about it. You may feel differently. Money is something that I need to survive and I need to get by with. But if the bottom fell out tomorrow, I went bankrupt and everything fell to pieces, I lost my house, I lost my dog, I lost my wife, I lost my truck, I can always make more money. I can't replace one of my kids. I can't replace a loved one. I can't buy back time. You know, and that's just my personal feeling on that. IH guy, you talked to him today, so you know what he's doing then. Yeah, everybody seems to talk to him, so. No, Donnie just bought the big membership. There we go, boys. Just by chance, Invader, how much was it? I don't even know. Dude, to be honest with you, I do not know. I don't have a clue what that membership is worth. Tell me honestly, what did you just pay for it? Dirty Curdy, what's up? What's going on, boy? How the hell are you? I haven't talked to you in a few weeks. Sorry, man. I don't usually like to go that long without talking to you. I miss you like hell. How you doing, son? You all right? Everything cool? Challenge accepted. Yeah, Donnie did. You nailed it. I guess it's a new T680 in gray. Well, I'm not saying nothing. Curtis, much better. I'm only worth $5 in a pack of M&Ms. Yeah, but at least, Curtis, it's a jumbo pack of M&Ms. It's not one of the small little ones. At least it's worth, you're worth at least a jumbo pack, boy. I'll give you that. I do need you to come up and mow my lawn. I need another video of you on the riding mower. I'm the solo member of the Vaj Mahal and now the premium version of Wheelburner. Yeah, baby. $9.99 a month here. Yeah, so I think it's $12.99. I think it's $12.99 for $12.99 Canadian. He's about to have another high membership. Guys, I'm just fucking with you. If you guys got the $2.99 membership, I'm grateful for that. That's awesome. Go truck yourself. 15 member for 15 months. Oh yeah, 15 months, baby. Hey, 15 months at $2.99. I'll take it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate every penny you guys throw. Just know that, eh? Everything is fine, man. Loving the job. We're getting snow like crazy. Yeah, well, this whole area, all of southern Ontario is getting buried. It's getting buried. This time we'll ride the mower with a nut out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I wouldn't be able to stomach that. Dar would kill you. After she finished laughing her face off, she'd probably fucking kill you. You know that, eh? Okay, so I've been working on these boards. I am stuck. I cannot figure out what kind of truck to put on them. Maybe you have a design you could send me. What I want, Mr. Bees, what I want you to do is I want you to Google a Marmon. It used to be a truck manufacturer in Canada. It's a Canadian truck manufacturer. They don't make them anymore. They are beautiful. They used to make like long nose and they'd make cab overs. Marmon, M-A-R-M-O-N. That is the truck you want to put on it. They're gorgeous. In a sense, They're very, very close to what would be like a 70 to an 80, a 1970 to a 1980 W9 sort of feature-esque, like the way they're put together. But they're Marmon. They got the big nose, the big grill on them with a big M on the front. They are spectacular. Spectacular. Any old-time Canadian, any old-timer Canadian knows what a Marmon is. A lot of the Americans, there's a few of them still around. You'll see one, and at first glance, if you see it going by you, you'll just go, it's a W9. But you'll take a look, if you got a real good close look at it, you'll know that's not a W9, and it's a Marmon. Where the K on the emblem on the front of the grill, at the very top on a Kenworth, if you see the KW, at the on a Marmon, it's almost in the same place, but it's a great big M. Oh, dude, they are sexy as hell. They are sexy as hell. She's already scary, and I wouldn't want to bet that she would. Yeah, I know. Fuck, she'll beat the shit out of you, dude. I got 2 inches of snow, just cold as balls and windy. Yeah, we're supposed to get pounded, like killed with it tonight. So, Tolga saying hi to Curtis. Yeah, Marmon. M-A-R-M. No, not M-I-O-N. M-A-R-M-O-N. Curtis, you actually signed up for the expensive one? Son, you didn't have to do that, man. You didn't have to. I appreciate it. Here's the thing. If I know Curtis, he's probably going to phone Dar tomorrow and says, okay, you owe me $14 a month. He'll pay the $2. He's going to make Dar pay him back the $14. I'm just kidding. Packard. Okay, so Packard bought. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Packard bought them. It's a shame that they didn't continue them. Now, mind you, it would have been silly to have the Marmon competing with a W9, but I think the Marmon, personally speaking, I think the Marmon was a sexier truck. And I don't know if you've ever seen the cab overs, right? The cab overs were similar to like the K100s, but not quite. You know what I'm saying, right? Again, I have a feeling you know what the fuck I'm talking about with these Marmons. You know the trucks. $16 and change after taxes? Are you out of your fucking mind, Curtis? God damn. I'm glad you're making good money, son. I'm glad you're making good money. Jesus. Wheelburner, I have 2 days left. Going to be copyright strike. It comes, so yeah, let you know. Sean, I heard about that, man. I'm sorry. I heard, I don't know what to say to you. I heard, I wasn't watching. I heard about it from another source that you're going to lose the name. It's going to be copyrighted. Sorry, bro. That sucks. You know what, though? Go grab another name. Grab another name quick. And it's unlimited to the fucking names you can grab. You know? Find something else. That's all I can say. IH guy, we got 6 inches on Sunday, another 1 to 2 on Tuesday, and another on 6 inches. Oh, Jesus Christ, Curtis, we got 10 on fucking Saturday. Then we got another 7 or 8 on Sunday. And then we got freezing rain. We got 10 inches on Saturday. We got freezing rain. Then we got another 7 or 8 inches on Sunday. Froze rock solid, cock stiff solid. And then now now they're calling for another boomer tonight. So I was looking at the old Max. Oh yeah, grab an old R model. The R model Max. Grab a really good picture of an old R model Mac. Oh baby, sexy. I thought Marmon got bought out by International. Well, I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they got bought out at all. I just thought that they went defunct. They went out of business. And it's a shame because they were very well built trucks. You would have seen them up in northern BC, northern Ontario, northern Quebec. They were awesome on the logging roads. You couldn't kill them. But they even as highway trucks, great trucks, built solid, absolutely fucking solid. Sort of like the Western Stars were, right? When Western Star used to be Canadian, then Freightliner bought it, and now it's just another fucking Cascadia. The stacks on the intake also. I opened the floodgates. Now the premium memberships will be flowing out. Well, I don't think they're going to be flowing, but you know what, dude? Trust me, Brian. Trust me, Brain. Trust me, Brain. Don't worry about it. I get it all. That was autocorrect. I bet you $100 autocorrect did that to you. Trust me, Brian. I worked all the cab overs. Yeah. Those Mormon cab overs are sexy as hell too. I don't know if you ever get a chance, IH, but up in Perth, they got the truck show. It's probably one of the only ones around every year, and it's a really decent sized one. And who is it? Jesus, there's a company up here. The guy that owns it, he actually has his own museum. It'll come to me in a minute. And he's got a couple. He's got a Marmon long nose. He's got a couple of Marmon cab overs, and he puts them on display. And they're still working, and they're beautiful trucks. Every bloody year. Actually, last year, Dar and I went up, and I did a video, and they were in my videos. Gorgeous trucks. Yeah, 69. I don't know what else to tell you, man. You know, it's there's no sense fighting it. There's no sense screaming and yelling and causing a fucking, because it won't do anything. It won't get you anywhere. Nothing's going to change. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. Go grab another one. Go grab another one. Yuck, F that. It was cold today, but nice and sunny. None of the white fluffy stuff. No, Curtis. Google it. PACCAR bought it. It's a shame. I have a feeling if PACCAR bought it, I have a feeling they bought it to kill it on purpose because it was competing with their W9s. That's just what I would think. I've seen it on YouTube. I love to go to that show. Yeah, it's really good. Marmon dissolved in 1997. The successor was Navistar International. Well, there we go. There we go. Curtis put the nail in that one. 1-0 for Curtis. It's been minus 15 all day with the wind chill of minus 20 and been working outside all day. Oh, don't be such a fucking pussy, buddy. You're a fucking Canadian. You're not one of these southern U.S. guys that can't work out in the cold. Come on. Burner of Wheels, it says that you owe Curtis and I some decals. I do. And I have the decals. Donnie, all I need you to do is, you've got my email address, right? Wheelburnerexpress@gmail.com. Just send me your address and we'll mail it down. We'll mail them all down. Like, I think you're entitled to more than just a decal. I think there's some other, you're entitled to some merch and some shit like that. So we'll send some shit. Give me, Donnie, give me your t-shirt sizes for you and your lovely lady. Give me both what sizes you guys wear. And also, yeah, you got a decal. Whatever, I'll just fill a bag full of shit and send it down to you. But I need an address, so. Curtis already has a fucking bunch of my t-shirts, so I'm not sending him another one. But I'll send him a decal. He can put it on his car. Jesus Christ 21, you are giving them what they want by making a spectacle of it and crying continuously. Grow up. Ah, come on, Randall. No need to send them. Y'all gave me a lot already. Well, Curdy, I'll send you something. I need your address though, Curtis. So send me your address. Curtis, just before you open it, just check it and make sure it's not ticking. Fuck, these are dirty. Holy Christ. Why didn't somebody tell me? God damn it. Can't see a thing out of them. Oh, now I know what the hell I'm reading. You got my address. I won the January membership. Oh, okay. Well, send it again. Send it again just for shits and giggles, because that was what, last January, a year ago? If you think I'm going through all my emails to find that one, you're crazy. Send it again. Jesus. Trucker 69, just spell out 6969. There you go. It was the same thing, eh? 20 when you were 21, right? Spell out 21. TWENTYONE. 21. There you go. They can't copyright strike that. Trucker 69. It's not a bad idea, Mr. Beast. There you go. There you go. Not too bad. Hold on. I got to actually read this. Sorry. Hold on. My apologies. That's one. Oh, one from Sterling. Anybody want to see what Sterling's doing? He's sending me pictures here. What's Sterling doing? He's at a Napa store. Sterling, what are you doing at the Napa store? He's probably buying house. Probably buying house. All right, next. Breezy. What's Breezy? Dad, I'm having play games and stuff with us so you guys can get to know him. Please. You guys want me to read this? Well, listen to this, okay? My daughter Brianna has got a new boyfriend, and he's a nice guy. I won't say his name, right? But he's a nice guy. But we've been funning on him, right? So she writes, Dad, I'm having his name over on Saturday to play games and whatnot with us, so you guys can get to know him better. Please, like she wrote, please with 1,000 E's. Please be nice. Please, I really like him. Like, how do you say no? How do you say no? Like, I couldn't be an asshole if I wanted to after that. All right, next. Oh, we got Dar. I might be meeting Humberto for coffee, even though the weather is bad. Are you still live? No, I'm not meeting him for coffee. Yeah, I'm still live. There you guys. Now you guys know what's going on in my life, right? Oh, there's Dar there. There she is. The Marmon was a beast. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. And Western Star, I've said it 100 times already tonight. They were sexy. Sexy fucking trucks. Absolutely beautiful trucks. Built with quality. Like, if you had a Marmon back in 1995, you could still be driving it today. If you had a 95 W9, chances are you might be driving it today, but you'd have been doing a lot of work on it. Look at Dar, blah, blah, blah. That's me and my mouse moving, eh? My opinion, the best cab over is the 9800 Flat Floor International. JB Hunt and Schneider used to run them. You can still find them up here, IH. There's still a few of them running around up here. The flat floor, yeah. That was the one where you didn't have to climb over the doghouse to get in there, right? You could actually sit on the side of the bed and put your pants on. You didn't have to lay on the bed to slide your pants on. Should be some from, yeah, I just read yours. Everyone's saying hi to Dar. His wipers broke, remember? Oh, that's right. That's right. His wipers trashed out. That's cool. Absolutely right. Hi, Mr. Bees. Games night sounds good. Yeah, it sounds all right to me. But I have to be nice. I have to be nice. She asked me to be nice to him. So I'll be nice to him. Until it's time not to be nice to him. Anybody need to know chicken nuggets are on sale? Anybody? Chicken nuggets are on sale? Freightliner Argosies? You know what? I never, ever got to drive one of those, but I did get to get in one. And the one I was able to get into was actually like one of the ones that was loaded out real nice. It was super cool. You would open the door and the steps would slide out and you just walk up the steps into the truck. I thought that was the coolest feature. It was almost part of the wheel well, right? And if you looked at it, it looked like it was the wheel well. But then as soon as you open the door, the part of the wheel well would come out and there'd be a fucking set of steps. And I think there was 3 or 4 steps and you'd walk up the steps into the truck. And then you could sit in the driver's seat like this and you could literally like just turn yourself and step out and you could stand up. You didn't have to like scrouch down to get into the back. You could stand right up. It was really, really cool. Love the way those trucks were designed. Curtis is saying hi to Dar only because he's scared to death of her. I really want an old cab over to fix up and just use for hauling my race car. You know what, dude? That would be super cool. That would be super cool. After watching them make chicken nuggets, I will never eat them again. You know what, Mr. Bees? I tend to agree with you, but hell no. Hell no. I love chicken nuggets. Sorry, I missed the cash. Here we go. Western Star, $13.99 Canadian. My friend, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I really do. Every dollar we get, I appreciate every penny, little or a lot. I assure you, your money's going to good use. Believe me, I'm not at the bar drinking it or sticking it in a Ripper's G. Well, the Rippers up here don't wear G strings, so there you go. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. That was awesome. There's a lot of Argosies running around Ontario. Oh, yeah, Curtis, they're all over the place up here. Brian isn't wrong. Dara's scary. They just throw the whole bird in the blender and it shits out this goop and turns into a nugget. Yeah, you're right. But you know what? They're so delicious. They're so delicious. And that's not all. Like Mr. B's, if you go to McDonald's or Wendy's or Harvey's or well, the US or any of those chicken nuggets, yes. But like you can go, like I'm pretty sure that this place where Dar is going to get these nuggets, it's actual like chicken. It's not blended into a chicken and then formed into a chicken nugget. So yeah, you can, but no, doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. I like them. I love chicken nuggets. Fuck, I don't know what else to say. Curtis, she is the boss. She likes to think so. I let her think she's the boss. Just kidding, babe. Just kidding. Yeah, you're the boss, Dar. Yeah, you got it, babe. Yeah. IH guy, she also has a big hunting knife she likes to polish while laughing and drinking her morning. Now you guys know why I do the job I do, right? You don't want to get into an argument with Dar when she's first out of bed having her coffee, man. I promise you, you'll lose your balls. Where are you tonight? I missed the first. I am back at our yard. I got shut down. I got shut down today from doing the ingots. The weather was too bad in Oswego and up and down the 81. So I got shut down today. So I did local work today. I made a couple of round trips up to Ottawa, back and forth to move some trailers around and whatnot. All right, now I'm back in the yard in Brockville. And I just got word a couple hours ago that we are shut down again tomorrow. So that sucks. That sucks balls big time. So there'll be no ingots tomorrow because the weather tonight is supposed to be atrocious. So it's supposed to carry on, start tonight and carry on right until tomorrow, midday tomorrow. So there's no work. No, there's no work tomorrow. It got canceled again. The Big M Show. Mikey, how you doing, brother? I caught what you posted today. That new song that you did. Actually, it's still on my here. Look at that. That song you did. Sorry. I want to remember the name of the song. Fuck, I want to get it right. I listened to it just before I started this live, so yeah. Walk on. Did you posted that on your channel? The Big M Show. So the Big M Show, everybody, I don't know if everybody remembers, but the Big M Show is actually Mike Campbell. Sorry, I'm stretching out my arm. My shoulder's popping here. The Big M Show is actually Mike Campbell. And he's the guy that's written a couple of songs for us on the Wheelburner. He did the original Wheelburner song, and he did that blues song that we opened with today. That's Mike. So on his channel, he put out a song today called "Walk On his channel. So I actually listened to it just before I went live today. So good job, Mike. Guy's got more talent. Guy's got more musical talent than his fucking pinky than I've got in my entire body. It's incredible. It's incredible. Boss lady is the boss. You got it, brother. You know it as well as I do. Mike is 6'5" or 6'6". He's in the mid 300s, and he wouldn't cross her. I guarantee you, he wouldn't cross her. The best $99 I ever spent. Well, I've spent $99 pretty creatively in the past, man. I don't know. Don't you have to get up and no, I don't have to get up in 6 hours. We are shut down again tomorrow. You just going home then for the long weekend? No. Hopefully we'll be running ingots on Friday. If the weather clears, we'll be running them on Friday. I will probably end up tomorrow doing more local work. It's not necessarily what I want to be doing, but it's still enough to cover my cost per day and keeps me in the black instead of running in the red for taking the loss. So how's the Flying J? Missed the shithole. You know what, Curdy? I don't go over there anymore. I don't have any reason really to go over there. So I couldn't tell you how it's doing. I drive by it, but very rarely go in it. Love the air fryer. Chicken nuggets in an air fryer are the bomb. Guys, that's the only way to do it. That's a really good company to call you off because of the weather. Not a lot of companies do that. Most could care less. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Bees. I would run. If they leave it up to me, I would run. I would. I'm not crazy, but I am confident enough. I'm over 100,000 pounds loaded going down there, and there's no time limit here. It's only 120. It's not only, but it's 125 miles one way and it's 125 miles back. So if they gave me the choice, I would do it. Them telling me I can't do it pisses me off. So I will abide by what they make that call, but I'm not happy about it. So. Did I try the bunk heater again yet? No, not yet, Donnie. I got the truck idling right now, so I'm toasty warm. And if I tried the bunk heater now, it would only just blow warm air because the engine's warm anyway. So I wouldn't know if it's going to work or not until it kind of cools off a bit. Yeah, Tolga, he did. He put out a new song today. No problem, brother. No problem. We haven't spoken in a while. We got to catch up. I haven't talked to you in a bit. What are you going to do tonight if she's done? Well, Invader, I hate to say it, but if I have to, I'll idle the truck. It will pain me. I will lay in bed with my eyes wide open and not sleep and just count the money that's going by, you know, that I'm losing idling. But I fucking hate idling. I hate idling, especially the new trucks, right? I hate idling these trucks because of the EGR, the DPF, and all that kind of shit. These things are not made to idle, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be idling. That fucking sucks. You're telling me there's nothing wrong with the weather. Well, check the. Apparently now they sent out the weather warning that. Hold on. This is what they're saying. This is the weather. This is the weather warning that they got from the National Weather Service. I don't know. It's an A+ rated fucking service. Heavy lake effect snow, additional snow accumulations of 2 to 3 feet in most persistent lake snows, with the greatest amounts centered on Tug Hill. Storm totals could locally exceed 4 feet. The lake band will settle just north of Watertown area late this afternoon. I know that the Watertown area is getting it right now, because I saw Lori in the yard just before I started this, and she was on her way down to Berlin, and she was not crazy about it because I guess Al was on his way back up and he was coming through it. So I guess that whole area is getting it right now, and we're going to be getting it tonight, and they're going to be getting it all day tonight and tomorrow. So that's what it is. That's what it is. There's nothing I can't argue, and I can't scream and yell and fight, or there's no sense. So Kitty Craze with Dar. See where we are. They are saying up there is really bad. Effing fake news. Well, I've got a couple of guys, like our company, we run that corridor steady. Never mind what I do, but we run it steady. So we know what the weather is doing. So, and we're all talking to each other on the phone, or we see each other. So we know, like, I know what the weather's doing there. I can make a phone call right now and probably call one of 3 people, and they're probably in it, right? So they said that last night. Yeah, I know, and the weather was 100% fine. I know, but I know for a fact it's happening right now, and it's supposed to go all day, all night tonight, and into tomorrow. So, see, all that sounds horrible. Yeah, it sounded horrible. But me, like I said, Mr. B's, I'd have driven through that. I'd go, right? The only reason I'm shut down is because they've shut me down. Otherwise, I would go. Tug Hill lake effects isn't no joke. They average over 300 inches of snow a year. That's why I used to snowmobile almost every year, almost every weekend. Well, dude, I know that whole area, like from basically from Watertown, New York to Syracuse, right? That's about 60 miles. But for some reason, that 60 miles, that whole area, that is like in a belt off of Lake Ontario. So the lake effect, for some reason, is 10 times worse than it is anywhere else. And it's ridiculous. You can literally cross the border. You'll get to exit 48, which is the beginning of Watertown, and you'll have beautiful sky, and you'll drive another 7 minutes, and you can't see four inches off the front of your truck. That's how quickly it changes. And then you'll drive through that. You'll drive through that for 45 minutes. As long as it takes you to get down to Syracuse, you'll drive into Syracuse, and it'll be blistering fucking snow. And then you'll drive out the bottom end of Syracuse on 81, and you're on dry pavement. That is how freaky that whole stretch of road is, and that whole area of New York State is when it comes to weather. Donnie, that's what they're saying. Yeah, I will probably wake up to snow up to the top step. Who knows? Well, probably not, because if I idle my engine, the heat will keep the snow from building up that far, but I am not crazy about this. I really am not. Jordan B., I will be in Baldwinsville, New York tonight around 2 a.m. I drive here every week from Oklahoma. Brother, be safe. Be safe. I think Baldwinsville is in that belt. I know that they're getting it. Excuse me. So I don't know what the fuck I don't know what you're gonna find when you get there around 2 a.m. What is it now? 7:30? Yeah, so you got what, 6 hours, 6.5 hours before you're there. 6.5 hours, that's a lot of goddamn snow. That's a lot of goddamn snow. A short one. Well, it was going to be a short one, but then they canceled work tomorrow, so I don't have to get up at 1 a.m. What can I do? As long as my mouth is working, I might as well keep fucking talking. Or unless you guys run out of shit to talk about. All I'm doing now is bouncing off your comments. I got nothing else to fucking talk about. My brain is mush right now. I know Upper New York is worse when it comes to the weather. It really is. Mr. B's, it is. Like I said, I drive a lot of it, right? We do a lot of business in New Jersey and New York and Baltimore. And so we have to go right through it to get down there. And we got to drive right through it to get back up here. And it's one of those that either you drive through it and get used to it, or you just don't go, right? And since the majority of the loads that go into New York, New York City, New Jersey, the port, the majority of those loads are good paying loads. Anything on the East Coast pays well, right? It pays well. So you better buckle up and put your big girl panties on, or you're not gonna get the big money. 3 hours later, we're at 3 hours and 37 minutes. Get it right. 3 hours and 37 minutes. Not too bad. All that cold, wet shit all hits up there. All hits up here. All hits up here. Up there. See, the eyes are going already. All that cold, wet shit all hits up there. Well, yeah. Yeah, but it's ironic though. As soon as you get south, like then you can run the stretch between Syracuse and Bingo, like Binghamton, right? And you might get some wind and you might get some flurries, but they don't usually get a huge dumping. And then as soon as you get down into New Jersey, it's t-shirt weather, right? You can literally, like where we park in Berlin, right? I guarantee you, if I call down, I think Andre's down in Berlin right now. He's probably parked down there. If I called him right now and asked him what the temperature was, he'd probably tell me it's like 0. Right? Like the temperature is so ridiculous in the way it varies. It's always a surprise in the winter going up to Syracuse. Yeah, you never know. And you know what? It's one of those areas that if the weatherman's telling you one thing, don't believe it. Mind you, that's probably the guy. Those guys got the greatest jobs in the world, eh? A weatherman gets paid couple $100,000 a year to be wrong most of the time. That's awesome. I wish I could do that. Oh yeah, it's all lake effect snow. Yeah, you got it right, because that whole area, it's coming off of Lake Ontario, and that whole area as well is surrounded by I don't know how many. There's probably dozens. I don't know how many, but dozens of smaller lakes and bodies. And that's all it is. You're right, IH. It's lake effect snow. Let's talk more about shipping James Best out to a third world country. Oh, dude, I'd do it tomorrow. If everybody wants to put some pony up and put some cash out, actually, we don't even have to. Like I said, SoCal's already offered to pay for the ticket. SoCal wants to pay for him to go. I'll go and watch. Yeah, I'll go and watch. It's my old stomping grounds. I do not miss it at all. Well, dude, I really wish I would prefer to be running, the Midwest. Out there, we got to deal with a lot more wind than snow accumulation, but I'd rather be out there than dealing with, 2 feet, 3 feet of snow. Like in a 24-hour period, we can get dumped for 3 feet, 36 inches of snow. Like, think about that, guys. In a 24-hour period, we can get dumped with 3 feet of fucking snow. In most areas of the country, that would stop the whole country. Out here, they plow it. They might shut you down for 12, 15 hours, but they'll plow it, they'll clean it all up, and then business as usual, right? If you had 3 feet of snow dump in Kentucky, Missouri, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas, 3 feet of snow hit any of those states, that whole state is done for a week, a month. You'd lose power. You'd have all of your city utilities would crash. Everything would be done. Everything would be done. Here, yeah, we just plow it and carry on. Now, don't get me wrong. My house has I've got a gas generator, right? And my house is hardwired, and the generator is hardwired into the house. So if we do get a storm and the house loses power, you know, all Dar has to do is turn that generator. And believe it or not, we've only used it, I think, twice, maybe twice, 3 times. But we do have a generator on the house, and that generator will run the house for us. So, and the most important things is, right, you want your furnace to be, you know, working, obviously. You know, you want to make sure you've got, you know, your stove, your fridge, and all that kind of shit working. So, it's 27 here in North Carolina. What's up? What's it up there? I don't know. Hold on. Still well. It's going to be a little bit off because my temperature gauge is taking heat from the engine. But earlier it was minus 16 Celsius, so it's at 8 or 9 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Where I lived in New York, we didn't get shit for snow, and it was only 2 hours from Canada. Weird, eh? Fucking weird how that happens. I have no spray because the spots are frozen. What the hell are you talking about? Sprouts? I have no spray because the spots are frozen. I drove in a third world country, nothing but dust and more dust. Before getting in the gates, we would shake the truck off. Nothing but a cloud of dust behind you. Yeah. Spouts. Okay. I have no spray because the spouts are frozen. Okay. I still don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm just retarded. Illinois is a third world country, Randall. Illinois, pretty much, eh? I don't miss that either. Look at the little ice. Look at that little ice. Look at the little ice they got in Texas last year. And they were shut down for weeks and people were dying. Dude, if I remember, go truck yourself. Didn't they have to call out the Texas National Guard? Yeah, and I know, like, your power grids crashed. It was horrendous. People were fucking dying, freezing to death, eh? That's crazy. But then you got to remember, like, places like Texas, Louisiana, like all those Gulf Coast states, they're not designed. Like, they're not, you know, set up for that kind of weather. So when it gets freaky and it does happen, hey, you know, that's what happens. Oh, what I'm trying to say is I have no windshield washer fluid coming out. Do you have windshield washer fluid in the reservoir? If you have washer fluid in your reservoir, then, well, no, that washer fluid that's in there should be good for at least minus 30, minus 40. You might just be out of washer fluid, babe. Ah, Dar, why did you not just say that? I know, eh, Mr. Bees? That's the way she talks to me in person too. I always got to try to translate. Dar's got her own language. Believe me, it's sometimes it's hard trying to figure out what she's saying. She assumes that everybody's as smart as she is and that we all understand what she's talking, but she's up here and some of us are still down here. Like, she's in grade 10, I'm in grade 2. Oh man. Oh man. Smoke. What's going on? I got smoke coming in with an eyeball. What's going on? Smoke with an eyeball. How the hell are you? Add as a mod. There you go. Smoke. There's your wrench. Be a fine, respectable, responsible wrench turner, would you there, son? Please. Good to see you. How you doing? Smoke's another one. I talked to him on Zello, and for some reason, a lot of the instances in his life coincide with a lot of the instances in my life. Like medically, I think the two of us have probably had just about every surgery or major thing that I've had happen to me. He had happened to him first. It's like, oh yeah, I had to do this. I had eye surgery. Oh yeah, I had eye surgery. Oh yeah, I had to get my teeth done. Oh yeah, I had to get my back needed surgery. Oh yeah, I've had back. It was fucking freaky when I was talking to Smoke that a couple of times. The shit that we've had pretty much in common. It's almost scary when you think about it. Yeah, that would be like if people up north got hit with a Cat 5 hurricane. There wouldn't be a house left. Oh, well, yeah, there would. Our houses are pretty sturdy up here, dude. We don't have Cat 5 hurricanes, but even in a Cat 5 hurricane, the houses that are in that zone, they don't survive much of those either. So, shoot, here in Missouri last week, the schools called off for rain. And this week they called off for cold. Invader, our schools are the same. One snowflake hits the ground, they cancel the buses. And they cancel school. Man, I remember, like, you must remember, like anybody that's my age, you must remember being a kid going to school. Know the old saying, I used to walk 9 miles to school uphill both ways. Literally, we did, right? We would walk to school. The house that I grew up in, right? When I was born in Toronto, but then when I was like 3, we moved from that and we moved out to Mississauga. Now, the house that I grew up in, I took my kids, a couple of my kids, and we were in the car, and we went for a drive one time, and I showed them the old neighborhood and da-da-da. And just as a joke, I drove from the house to my high school. And we used to walk that. My kids would today you'd be bussed. And then at the same thing, I went from my house to my primary school. And my kids couldn't believe it. My kids couldn't believe it. They were like, you used to walk? There's no buses? I said, no, there was no fucking buses. We walked. It'd take you an hour to walk to school. It'd take you an hour to walk home. And if it was a blizzard, it was a 2-hour walk and a 2-hour walk back. Jeez. Yeah, it's in there. It's just not coming out. You know what? The end of the nozzles, babe, are probably gummed up or they're froze up a bit. When you get home, check the nozzles where it sprays out from. Grab yourself like a toothbrush and just give it a quick little across the front of the nozzle, and that'll probably loosen up any frozen gunk or anything that's in there. What has probably happened is, because washer fluid won't freeze at that temperature, it's not cold enough for that washer fluid to freeze. But what's happened is some water or some snow has gotten into the tip of your nozzle and frozen in there. So you just need to thaw that out or get it out. Park your car in the garage overnight. It will work in the morning. There you go. It's okay though, because I can drive home blind. Oh, that's really good to know. I'll call the insurance company now. I'll call the insurance company. Time to use your pee jug, Dar. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah, no shit, eh, Smoke? Lot of the shit is just too coincidental, man. You and there's another guy who was in here earlier, Buck Brown. Same thing with him. I mean, I could literally here's a blueprint of my life. That side. Here's a blueprint of my life. Here's Buck's. And they literally like together. A lot of the same thing with you. It's like, holy crap, it's pretty close. Randall saying hi to Smoke. Smoke saying hi to Randall. Down here, they build the homes for 120 mile an hour wind ratings. Well, most of them anyways. I don't know if we're built for 120 mile an hour winds. I'll give you that one. Maybe I spoke out of turn. Mind you, if we hit a Category 5 hurricane up here, in where I live, we got problem. There's no ocean close enough for that storm to come in and hit me. It would have to come off Lake Ontario, and hurricanes don't come off of lakes. The last time I checked, houses in the north are pretty solid, not like the bullshit they build nowadays. They are building houses with styrofoam boards with plastic siding. Yeah, no shit, eh? No shit. My house is all brick. Like my house is all brick, and I've got a raised bungalow, so my basement is half above, and so you could probably hit my house with some good wind. Mind you, we had a tornado. Like we do get tornadoes, and we had a tornado go through 2 years ago, and it didn't remove the roof, but it removed a lot of the shingles off it. Removed all of our patio furniture and all of our shit in the backyard. Removed all of that quite comfortably, but didn't do any damage to the house. One thing I always try to insist on whenever Dar picks a new house that we're going to move into is I want them to be brick, and she agrees. I agree for brick. They're better insulated, and they're just better. It doesn't cost as much to heat them. It doesn't cost as much to cool them. So, well, you're right. Go check yourself. They're built for snow, right? Like my house can, it can be minus 45 outside, and my house is good. I don't have to worry about that. That's how they're built up here for that. You go to Texas, or you go to Mississippi, or you go to Louisiana, if the temperature ever went to minus 40 there, people would have their heat blasting as high as they could get it. They'd still be freezing to death, right? Because they're not insulated and they're not built for that. They're not built to hold that. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. But I don't know, guys. I'm just about out of shit to talk about. Brain is done. Mouth is done. I might do some maintenance or some cleanup in the truck here and do some housekeeping. And I ate my dinner, but now for some reason I'm hungry again. So I might just make something else to eat. Other than that, man, I got nothing else. So if you guys got nothing else, I don't know what else to tell you. But hold on. I do want to, before I go, I want to check something here. There is something I do want to check. Hold on. Just stick with me for a minute. Hold on.
I'm calling bullshit on this one. I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Yeah, they still work. I gotta change some of those.
I have no fucking idea what that's supposed to mean. I have no fucking idea what that's supposed to mean. I have no fucking idea what that's supposed to mean. I have no fucking idea what that's supposed to mean.
All right, stop. I was looking for something because I was talking to Dar about it, but I needed to do it while I was live to check. I had to go scroll through and see. And okay, so I need to change a couple things here. So there's Sterling's. Here's Sterling's.
Sterling Trucking delivers. Unless you piss them off, then your FedEx packages, they're going to be a little late.
Yeah, it's not bad. That was Mike Campbell doing those. He did up about fucking 20 of them for like James. He did a couple for James, about James. He did one for Shannon Thomas. I always forget about them, but there was one in particular I was looking for, and it's not here, so that kind of sucks. Either way, but you know what, guys? Let's call this a night. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough for the day. We got 4 hours in here tonight. My voice is going. My brain is tapioca. We're out of shit to talk about. Time to play with the bird. If you don't play with your own bird, you might be paying somebody else to play with it. So you might as well play with it yourself. Night all. Good night, Mr. Beast. Thanks. Woo! Look at those pink hands waving. Thank you very much. Hello. Check the bunk heater for us. Oh, yeah, I'll call you, Donnie, and let you know. It won't work until I turn the truck off. I got to turn the truck off to do it. So, SST, stay warm. Good night. I know the Trump guys. Yeah, look, thanks for getting me down the road. No problem yourself. Until next time, truck yourself. Be safe if you're still driving. I've been meaning, Steve Hampton, I've been meaning to thank you in the comments for some of your recent videos about truck specking and maintenance. Super helpful, even for company driver. Hey, man, like I said earlier, I don't think this shit up. I don't dream it up. It's stuff that I've either learned or I've other senior drivers have passed on to me. I'm just passing it on to you. If it's something that works, it's probably because I've had to experience it myself. That's it. So, man, if it works for you, if something I said and it works for you, Steve, you're welcome. No problem, man. The first one's free though, Steve. The next one I'm gonna have to charge you for. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Okay, so you guys, we'll see you down the road. Be safe. If you're in the weather tonight, please be safe. If you're not in the weather tonight, don't go out in the weather. Stay home. Like I said, you can always make more money, man. You can't replace your loved ones, and you can't buy back time. So stay home and be safe. Later.